Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on Facebook, turned into real conversations, that turned into a podcast on Facebook. But don't pretend like we didn't create a culture over here, whether it was rooted in Africa or not, whether it's
monkey see, a monkey do. Trick, please. Trick, please. Why you trying to do everything that I do? Monkey. I'll show you how to flip it in the cheese. Trick, freeze.
Trick, please.
Might be the dumbest man in America. I've never seen anything like this.
correct.
Who implicates himself in a book? What's
the same thing? She can actually talk about different things.
The fact that he said he was better than Q, and like.
Have a relationship with my biological father. God brought other men in my life to follow. And
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Remember me? Take a picture. Let's do it. Like, come on, man.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, these motherfuckers.
Mic check, am I good? Yeah, it's the infinite 3rd degree with another freestyle. Oh God, who let the beast out? Got the feast now on these weak MCs. Got to gobble them up and eat them like Mickey D's. No, please, you better get up on your knees. You can see right now, man, the boy don't freeze as I take aim. I don't have to say your name, but right now I suggest you don't play them games with the one that's psycho in the range. Like I said, I'm stepping up. Please give out your spare change. Drop your 3 cents, cause we decent. We don't give a dang about anybody recent. News, we give dudes the blues. You must got me confused with them fools that be sipping them booze. I be changing the rules, and yes, I'm walking them shoes. If you don't know, you got me confused. Nah, I'm just different. And if you don't know, miss, yes, because of my pigment, I can get ignorant any time of day. Right now, you can see the 3rd degree don't play. The difference between you and I do real numbers. You gotta sit, hurry up and buy. I don't even have to try. I give you a wide eye. You can see right now, you don't deserve a reply. Hey, I don't keep receipts. Like I said, right now, we get dirty like athlete cleats. If you don't know, we don't need to repeat. But you looking at, you about to see defeat. We make you clap your hands and move your feet. Better yet, you ignorant, you take the back seat. And I don't even need to speak, but right now I suggest that you close your beat. We don't pay attention to any of those birds. Right now you can see third kick you to the curb. American X style, the way that I freestyle. You can get X'd out, you don't want none now. Huh, you better check the profile. Why you trying to sun me? I don't even think you wanna win me. Oh, I mean you wanna play, but like I said right now, I don't know what to say. Lyrically, I'm a beast when I'm on the mic. You better sit back and watch me at night as I click those thoughts, those views and opinions. You can't see me, you're looking like a minion, short and yellow. Man, I will come and tell you, right now you better go and read your future from a fortune teller, because you will never approach the way you see third degree won't smoke you like a roach. Now we got Quiz and we got Method X. I really don't flex, but you shouldn't want to test the one that comes through with nothing else to flex. But right now I said, where's Jess? She's getting ready, she'll be here in a minute. Like I said, right now we about to go and end it. I'm about to show you right now how we do. Third degree coming with the D by 3 crew. Oh, freestyling, wilding on you punks. Right now you about to see that we don't want no funk. No, I'm just lying. Right now you can see, yes, I am iron. Who you trying to subliminal diss? You a son of a bitch. You can go and sip on piss like Chris. You don't really want this. You don't want no problems. I know a couple ways how to solve them. Cock back, revolve them, and drop them. Like I said, right now we about to go and cop them. Nah, that's just no plea. It be me. Lyrically, you can't see that one they call third degree. Bitch. What's good, y'all?
Happy Friday.
No, this is a family show. Man.
I forgot.
this is what happened?
Hey, we can't be personal.
My bad, I forgot. You know.
You need a digital hug, my brother? I got you.
I need hugs.
It's like, damn, who pooped on your Pop-Tart, sir?
You have to be a son of a gun to poop on somebody's Pop-Tart.
Man, what's going on with you fellas, though, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing, man? This is
good.
We are back, y'all. How you feeling? It's been a minute.
Yeah, sir. A lot has happened. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good little while.
Lot.
Oh, a lot has happened.
Man. Where do we begin? How are you guys doing out there in Facebook world, YouTube? We are on Facebook, YouTube. We were on Twitter, but they said I had to have a premium account. I don't know what that's about, yo.
Yeah, you gotta have a premium account to go live on Twitter. Yeah,
crazy work.
I know.
They figure out a way how to get you every time, right?
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Don't nobody take Twitter that serious to be going live like that. With
very true. Very, very true. Ever since your boy Elon, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm good.
I might be over there for real. But man, how y'all week been, man? It's been a good week for me, man. You know what I mean? I took today off, so I've been chilling.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Great minds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to work today, you know what I'm saying? Last Friday I was automatically free because it was a holiday, but you know, and a big celebration too, you know. So absolutely. I'm waiting on somebody to get here before we start talking about all that.
Right.
I think I's no longer free.
Yeah, you're not.
I's no longer free.
You're not.
we was celebrating freedom on Juneteenth, but my freedoms got taken away. I's had to heart the brooms because they was coming against me. Yeah. But yeah. You know I'm goofy. But yeah, man, if you guys are out there, hit the hit the like, share, subscribe button. It feels good to be back live. Sorry we had to hit you with the rebroadcast, But this episode is called the Spin the Block. You know, we're spinning the block on a few topics. You know, we got because you know Method was out there getting shmoney. You know, say out there, you know, DJing out in PB. You know, saying going to Fiji. You know, meeting with presidents and all this other stuff. You know, while we was over here
meeting with presidents,
we was over here POP holding it down, man. He's out there living his best life. You know, saying rocking out, DJing, watching folks groove and schmooze. You know, while we was here doing the gritty work. You know, so there's some few things that he missed that he wanted to spin the block back. Jess had a few questions that she wanted to spin the block back. So what we doing? We just spinning the block, you know. So,
hey, nothing wrong with it. Let's get after it.
But first, we got to show y'all some love because I know we gave you the repeat of the ratchet from last week. So you know, there's been tons of ratchetness that's been happening on in the news, and this is the one spot where you can come and get it live and direct. So we're gonna give you some ratchet news, and we'll be right back, y'all.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy 3RDegree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still gotta speak on it. So let's go.
What's good, y'all? Did you miss us? Hey, we missed you too, but we're back live. We had a lot going on last week, but you know, we'll try to get into some of what was going on. You know, but first things first, June 14th is actually Donald Trump's birthday, but we don't do that around here, so we're gonna call it Barack Obama Appreciation Day. That was started off Sunday, June 14th. All right, and then let's get into some of the ratchetness. Well, like I said off top, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not. But congratulations to the New York Knicks, who completed and emptied out a 50-year drought of an NBA championship. So salute to them. Jalen Brunson went off. Shout out to Cat, you know, Jordan Clarkson and Josh Hart, you know. So, man, congrats. Moving on. If you know, you know. Clinton is up there in heaven smiling. All right, moving on. Wait, before we get into it, then June 16th was the late, great Tupac Shakur's birthday. I think he would have been 55 this year. You know how he would have survived. And then as we brace ourselves for the trial of Keefe D. So shout out to the GOAT. It was also the great Kendrick Lamar's birthday. I believe it was June 15th. I think he's the day before Pac, so shout out to him. Also, I think June 16th or June 15th, or June 17th, actually. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know, Arabian Prince, the original member, one of the original members of NWA, my family friend, my homie, the DJ of JJ Fad. You know what I'm saying? This is a real good dude, and he definitely deserves his flowers too, man. That jacket was fresh. Shout out to Lonzo Williams in the picture too. And of course, you know, June 19th was Juneteenth, and we celebrated it in true fashion when we had the blackest and blackest of black of weddings. You know what I mean? We will talk about it more on the show. But hey, shout out to everybody. Let's move on. Well, as you all know, yesterday was June 25th, which was the passing day of Michael Jackson. And so, you know, we celebrating all month long, all year long for him, because this is the year of Michael, especially with his movie. But speaking of the Michael movie, Michael dethrones Bohemian Rhapsody to become the highest grossing music biopic of all time. Man, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's actually on its way to being the most grossing biopic of all time too. So we're waiting to see, man. You know, Japan was late. They were late to the party as far as getting the movie released. But we'll see what happens, yo. So we praying, like I said, it's a Michael Jackson year. All right, moving on. Dr. Shine Bright is stated and quoted as, if Jesus started to defend himself against every accusation while on his way to the cross, he'd still be here today, end quote. This was a little extreme, but hey, moving on. They're saying that Spike Lee deserves a ring after he spent more than $10 million in tickets in 41 years. I think he deserves something, you know what I mean? So hey, let's get it. Moving on. Jadakiss claims that 50 Cent and Snoop had the best debut albums in hip-hop history. He may not be wrong. He might not be wrong. Moving on. Raisin Company heir arrested after alleged anti-Semitic harassment in Pacific Palisades. Let's get rid of the trash. Moving on. Gavin Newsom says the Department of Justice is investigating him and his wife. Yeah, because when you have a petty president like Donald Trump and you antagonize them and clown them, even funny clowns too, yeah, he's going to be after you, bro. All right, moving on. Stress on San Andreas Fault reaches highest levels in 1,000 years as scientists await next major rupture. Can we hurry up and just get it over with? Moving on. Yo, June 5th, I dropped my long-awaited single, Always Home, a.k.a. San Bernardino. And then just recently, San Bernardino was ranked the dirtiest city in the United States. What are they trying to say? I put out a song trying to uplift and trying to inspire, and this is what we get right here? Crazy, right? Moving on.
Well, before we do, a new study, it actually ranks San Bernardino number 1, followed by Los Angeles. That's crazy. Crazy work. All right, moving on. Famous streamer Kai Cenat has started reading books live for 20 minutes every day to improve how he articulates himself. Even when others mock him for looking up unfamiliar words, he keeps going. A reminder that it's never too late to work on yourself. Salute to that dude. Salute. Moving on. Jet McClab. My opinion is they are of low IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race, and generally a nuisance to society, end quote. Talking about people who are trying to race bait and do all that. Didn't you just call the dude a watermelon felon? But we're going to talk about that tonight. Moving on. Mystical gets 20 years in his SA case. And you know what? I think that dude just needs crazy help, man. He needs help. Seriously. If you heard the details in this case, man, he's just disturbing, man. It sounds like he's probably influenced or on drugs. But I don't know. I pray he gets help. Moving on. 2 Riverside County men charged in thwarted drone and sniper plot targeting White House UFC event. They was on a mission, right? Crazy work. Moving on. When I see stuff like this, they just get the hard side eye from me. You know what I mean? I don't trust it, not whatsoever. But moving on. Pastor Tony Spell beats man who allegedly threatened to, essay his wife and grandkids. And I would have beat the bricks off of him too. Pastor hit him with the word. Moving on. An aspiring rapper claimed he was a prophet on social media, and then people started going missing. When you guys gonna learn to stop drinking the Kool-Aid? Moving on. Costco facing backlash after launching new VIP shopping program that lets executive members shop before everyone else while regular customers were outside. That's part of the perks of being an executive member. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no backlash from me because I got my black card. Moving on. Tupac unalive suspect asked to exclude past confessions from Las Vegas trial. Why? He's saying it's not true, but he was quoted as saying, "This is my book and it's the truth." But we're going to see how this crazy circus of a court case plays out. Moving on. Inland Empire man arrested after disturbing unaliving of a strange wife's chihuahua. Moving on. Woman creates her own In-N-Out restaurant complete with drive-thru. Salute. Moving on. T.I. drops his final album, Unalive the King. Let's go. Moving on. Sean Penn to direct movie about January 6th Capitol riot. Major actor already in talks to star. I can't wait to see this one. All right, moving on. Raven Simone says, if white people born in America aren't called European Americans, why do I have to be called the African American? End quote. I see your point. I definitely see your point. We'll talk about this on another show. Moving on. Chris Tucker reveals that he has been celibate for 3 years. I don't see how that funk you can do it. Salute to you, though. Let's make that last Friday happen, too. Quit being bougie. Moving on. Charleston White is catching heat for selling and promoting watermelon felon t-shirts featuring Karmelo Anthony. What a sellout. Why don't this dude, he doesn't even deserve to be walking amongst us. Why don't he get locked up or something? Or why don't you send him to another country or whatever? Expedite his stupid ass. Anyway, moving on. Dwayne Wade quotes, to me, Zed hasn't transitioned into anything. It's been a transition for the world. But to us, I see the same kid, end quote. Moving on. Bay Area legend E40's restaurant robbed twice in less than 24 hours. What is really going on? You hate to see a player be great? Man, sprinkle him with some 40 water. Let's get him. Moving on. Federal government seeks to halt the first U.S. reparations program for black people. They're really trying to make sure that you don't get paid, but y'all still keep going. Moving on. Pizza Hut, overtaken by a rival of delivery culture, will be sold for $2.7 billion. Maybe they can take some of that money and buy better ingredients and make Pizza Hut better. And so they don't taste like cardboard and too greasy. But that's just my thoughts. But moving on. We're going back to San Bernardino. San Bernardino approves cannabis store for Delman Heights. I used to love going into the store. I used to get push pops from here. You know what I'm saying? Pause. If there is a pause. But anyway, just for a weed store in Delman Heights, San Bernardino, West Side. Come on, man. Moving on. Told you it was a busy week last week. Former presidents, first ladies in Chicago for a grand opening of Obama's Presidential Center, which opened on Juneteenth. So for those who be saying stuff about, anyway, shout out to Barack Obama. Moving on. Speaking of Juneteenth, I was kicking it with these folks during that time. Moving on. This yesterday, B2K versus Pretty Ricky. Who did you guys vote for? Who do you think was going to win? I didn't even watch. Not even going to lie to you. Who won to y'all? Moving on. Kevin Hart sues former assistant for $50K after her interview with Tasha K. When our folks gonna learn to stop messing with that shit. But anyway, moving on. California lawmakers vote unanimously to pass a bill that would make May 17th, Bruce Lee Day. Why May 17th in particular? But I don't know. But shout out, because I love Bruce Lee. Moving on. Legendary music mogul Clive Davis passed away, and people were up on the internet talking bad about him. Interesting to see what documentaries may come of him. But hey, moving on. Sad news. Ransom note in Nancy Guthrie case allegedly apologized for accidentally unaliving her and offered to return her body for $4 million. This is crazy if this is true. I'm praying that it's not, but moving on. Ice Cube is in the works for Are We There Yet 3 officially, and with Nia Long and him returning. So hey, we'll see. Moving on. Last but not least, Karmelo Anthony hires powerful legal team to appeal his unalived conviction. And my question is, where were they from the beginning? But this is part of what we're going to talk about tonight, so let's get into it. Anyway, I'm 3rd Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.
Hey, Chris Tucker lying. He lying, homie.
What's he lying about?
He ain't celibate, bro. For no 3. Nah. He lying. If you watch this, bro, you a liar. You know you full of it, dog.
You don't give him no credit?
Hell no.
Yeah, maybe he's on a spiritual journey, man. You never know.
Yeah, spiritual bullshit.
Hey, man, I think it's plausible. It can happen. Women can do it. I think women are better at it than dudes. But 3 years? 3 years?
You show, I mean, not to bring the race card to it, but you showed me a celibate black dude, bro. I ain't never heard of one. That's like Bigfoot. That's like Bigfoot. I've never seen that. I never seen it.
There's lots of celibate black individuals.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I think we got somebody in it. We're gonna wait to make sure the connection's good. Jess, what's good with you? How you doing? Hey, before real quick, make sure you guys hit the like, share button. Please share this on with your feed. The best way possible to get this out is to share. Engage. You can hit the hearts, the likes, the laughs, whatever. If you find something funny, angry, whatever, just go ahead and just hit those buttons. But please, the main thing is to share.
And send some stars, man.
Send stars.
Don't be greedy, feed the needy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Adoration, are you good? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. When you're good. All right.
Hey, congratulations! Oh my God! Congratulations, y'all!
Thank you, Adoration.
I had to talk on here before work because I was like, "Oh my God!" Congratulations!
Thank you.
Not a married couple. Oh my God!
For those that don't know what Adoration is speaketh, is that so. June 19th, me and Jess decided to go ahead and get married, and we did eyes no longer freeze now. She's got me.
Love this.
But
I knew them when they met.
Hey,
So.
Jess, let's see that rock, Jess. We don't care about his little janky ring.
Yes.
Hey, show him that somebody love you.
There you go.
But yeah, so we decided, we were trying to pick a date. We were initially going to try to do it sometime in April, but it was too close to when I proposed. And then we were thinking okay, initially Jess was thinking sometime in September or November, but I'm like, that's fall. But and then it's nothing really no black events really going on during that time, right, Jess? Right. So we were like, hey, June, the Black Music Month. Then we oh snap, June 19th. And we thought about it. We're like, yo, it's on a Friday. We ain't working. We ain't got nothing to do. Let's do it. So then once I sparked that idea into her head, this girl went on overdrive. She's like, oh yeah. So we can do black caterer. We can do a black venue. We can do black this and black. We can make it a black, black. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
That's what's up, though, man. Congratulations, though, you guys, man. Big deal, especially for the people who say black love is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Black love ain't never been dead.
Yeah, we see all these retarded stories about breakups and horrible relationships, man. And let's shout out the real love stories, man. Black people doing what we supposed to be doing. Getting married, building families, and generational wealth, man. Gotta love it. And it was black and black.
Hey, you know, her cousin came up. We gonna recap the wedding and everything and lead into my hot seat, but her cousin came up and said, "Hey, I want to thank you." I'm like, "Man, well, yeah, for what?" He's like, "It's the blackest wedding I've ever been to." You know, man,
he wasn't lying.
He
wasn't lying.
Blackity black. Love it.
He said it's from everything from the music to the soul food, and the food is bomb. So shout out to Chef P for coming through. You know, saying he takes care of us like we family, man. So Chef P, if you guys are out here watching, please like, share, subscribe. Please share. Go to his Instagram page, Chef P. You know what I'm saying, and support, man. That dude, man, his food was the star of the show.
Mm-hmm. It sure was. I didn't get no smothered chicken.
Yeah,
yo, they ate all the smothered chicken.
Yeah,
man, what
like that? That's what happened at my sister's wedding.
You said what?
I said, that's what happened at my sister's wedding. Everybody took all the food before the bride and groom got to get there. So I was like,
wow.
Man, we gonna recap that wedding. That wedding was it was something. I'm telling you, when they say the devil works against you, the devil don't like marriage. I 100% agree, because everything that was going wrong that day was going wrong. But we'll recap it a little bit.
You know what? I want my sister on the show that day because she needs to talk about her wedding too.
Oh, yeah.
People be trying.
Yes.
Could have had a wedding planner. Had a wedding planner. I'm just saying.
That wouldn't have helped shit either. Stop, Rob.
Nah, we needed Quez there, because Quez will tell folk off. You don't need nobody else. Quez will be like,
that's real. You know what? I ain't buying what Meth is saying, but what you're saying, adoration, is true. Mm-hmm. I know my homie. He was like, "Hey, no, let's clock this." Hey, are you a reverend? Or can you officiate? Are you ordained? You ordained? Hey, let's run this. Come on, let's hurry up. Let's go.
Imagine Quez and the Queen there. They would have handled it. No issue.
I know Quez for sure. Yeah, he would have been like, "Nah, we ain't having that." Nah.
No, you know what's funny is that when we was talking about the day when you had got off, that's what I told Rob. I said, "Man, I'm mad I wasn't there. I'd have handled all that. We'd cleared this up." We got time to do it. Let's get it together, people.
He would at least saved you some plates.
That's what I learned from my sister's wedding. Go get the food first and save plates. Because while she was out there doing
like I said, we gonna recap. We gonna recap. Trust me when I say we gonna recap, man. Trust it was a long thing, but hey, but what else you guys see in the Ratchet News? Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Thank you to you guys for just tuning in. The YouTube people. And the 3rd Degree, I got my 3rd Degree page. Yay. Shout out to my 3rd Degree family, my 3rd Degree community, because the clips that I show on there, you guys be coming, liking, sharing, commenting, you know what I'm saying? So I took it upon myself to make sure that this here live is broadcasted on the 3rd Degree page. So I thank you for tuning in. Just make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Please, please, please. You guys see anything else in the Ratchet News real quick before we start to try to recap this wedding?
I don't know why everybody's coming at Chris Rock for being celibate. Like, what he did?
Chris Tucker.
I'm sorry. Chris Tucker. Why can't he be celibate?
No, it's not that we coming at him. I just don't believe it. And if
I don't believe that, man. That's like,
if he is,
you can't do it yourself. Is that what you're saying, Rob?
Real talk.
I don't want to do it myself.
There's no lie. If you tell me, if someone say, "Hey, you gotta be celibate for 3 years," I tell you, it's a motherfucking lie. You know, so I can maybe do maybe 3 months.
Wouldn't do it don't mean somebody else couldn't do it. I mean,
I can you maybe.
But are people not vegetarian?
I could believe a female.
Okay, I can give you 3 days.
Doing it.
Why? That's the question. Is why?
Because
so if we're being real, adoration. Speaking as a former junkie, once you pop, you can't stop.
You can't stop.
Hell no.
I still can't stop.
You can if you really wanted to. The thing is this, like a lot of people, and that's what I would say to Rob's thing, because Rob said, like, for a man, he couldn't do that. A lot of young men growing up, they're not taught discipline at all when it comes to that. So a lot of
very
men
true
can't do it because they're not taught that. A lot of women are taught discipline when they're young. So a lot of women could do it. But some men actually develop discipline. Surprise, surprise. It's possible. It's a thing.
No, so here's the thing. So, oh man, real quick.
I don't believe it.
Real quick.
I know you don't.
But this will segue into the next. I know we got topics to get to. So, for those who are just tuning in, thank you. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. If you guys want to come on, I got the link in the description. Please, if you're using your phone, use your headphones. Your phone works as a microphone to pick up on everything. So please make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot. Make sure you got your Wi-Fi on. Make sure that you paid your Wi-Fi bill first and foremost. Also, too, you just know that, we may agree to disagree, but just know that it's all good. That's just, it is what we do. This right here is a show where, real conversation meets real culture. We're of the people, for the people. So, again, you may have your thoughts, views, and opinion. Doesn't mean that everybody else has to subscribe to your thoughts, views, and opinion. Just know that it's all good. It's all love. We don't want to be too vulgar on here. I apologize for my earlier freestyle. I was just feeling myself a little bit. Had to let some aggression out. I'm human. It happens. Also, too, the engagement is key. Make sure that if you want to talk, you hit the comments, whatever. If you want to come on, again, just turn your camera on and come on. Also, too, no eating on the show. But again, this is a show where we ask you to please just share, like, subscribe. So we want to thank all the viewers, everybody who's tuned in, everybody who shows love. We thank you. We love you.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what else? I kind of agree with the statement that Snoop and 50 Cent probably did have the best debut albums.
We didn't make that a topic.
Yeah, that
for
is
sure.
That's it, man. When you think about it, and then probably the Game too, as far as debut albums.
So DMX.
Ooh.
That's
a great debate. That's a great debate. Even Kanye West can even enter into the discussion.
Yeah. We gotta say that. We gotta say that topic. We're gonna go down that rabbit hole, man. We gotta get this recap going.
Well, we'll put that up for next week, man. We're gonna dive into that because
we spinning the block. Let me show love. Adoration, how much more time you got?
I can do like 15 minutes. I'm trying to do the designs now so I can just print them out. I got like 15 minutes.
I got you. So let's show love to who we gonna show love to real quick. I'm gonna show love to my pops. You know what I'm saying? He's a big supporter of the show. So make sure you go get his book, Sovereign Frequency. You know what I'm saying? And I think The Chosen One, that's another project. So we're gonna show love to him real quick. We'll be right back.
Most people live inside fields they never built. They wake up in environments shaped by other people's expectations, other people's demands, other people's fears. They react to pressure that is not theirs. They carry emotional weight they never agreed to. They misinterpret signals because no one taught them how to read the field. As a result, they move through life with scrambled emotional code, corrupted meaning, unstable financial decisions, inconsistent boundaries, fractured identity. And the worst part, they think it is normal. It is not. It never was. The Sovereign Frequency System exists to correct that. Across this book, you will learn 5 essential architectures. You will not be asked to push harder. You will be asked to move clearer. You will not be asked to dominate. You will be asked to calibrate. You will not be asked to fight. You will be asked to understand. This book does not teach force. It teaches field mastery. Your field determines your frequency. Your frequency determines your reality. Your reality determines your life. And once your frequency is sovereign, nothing external can override you again. Let us begin the architecture.
All right, y'all. We are back. We're back. So please make sure you go support. Get the Sovereign Frequency by AJ Moore. Pick it up. I've been seeing like the activity on his feed for it. It's been live. So I appreciate those who've gone out and supported and shown love.
Absolutely, man. Great content.
Absolutely. I was like, wait a minute. I need that.
Hey, he's a deep individual. Trust me. So just calling them for, hey, how's it going, Pops, turns into these deep, meaningful conversations. Like, man, come on, man. I left school like years ago. Come on, man. What you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Get all of it, y'all. Get all of it. Get all of it.
All of it.
It's
but
so
yeah,
wicked.
so man. Hey, so welcome back. For those who are tuning in, make sure you like, share, make sure you like, share, subscribe button. Forget you, huh? As I sip the tea from my great grandfather's cup, you know what I'm saying? It got me a little bit funked up. Hey, shout out to cousin Chrissy, she's watching. Shout out to Connie, see you. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Make sure you hit the share button. But yeah, so this past weekend was Juneteenth. We had a lot going on. First and foremost, I want to say, June 16th, which was actually Pac's birthday, which I take it as a complete omen or a sign. Drop Your 3 Cent is officially registered trademark within the US. So Drop Your 3 Cent is an official trademark of this show right here. Can't nobody else say that they created it, started it, whatever. It started right here with us, and it's official like a whistle. So on Pac's birthday, of all things, the day of the filing was actually of my birthday, and then to actually have it go through with everything, man, on Pac's birthday was dope. And then, so we had that going on. We had Ice Cube's birthday going on. We had Kendrick Lamar's birthday going on. We had my little nephew, here, his birthday was going on. Actually, the day before Juneteenth. He was supposed to be born on Juneteenth, but, he was too excited to come out and meet everybody. You know what I'm saying? So his birthday was June 18th. You know what I mean? He came through. But then, of course, June 19th was Juneteenth.
Also, Cece from K-Day, her birthday was also in June.
Yeah, you know what? I think she shares the same day as Bach. Cece the Mamacita. Yeah, she gave me my first radio interview on Wild 96 in San Bernardino. So happy birthday and shout out to her. Always much love. Shout out to Arabian Prince, like I told you in the Ratchet News, who is the original member, one of the original members of NWA, current DJ of JJ Fad, good dude. Saying so. Well, I see the queen in the background. Question on me.
He said, "Hi everyone, happy Friday." He was like, "I have the screen off." I was like, "Okay, great. Happy Friday. Congratulations on your wedding. Hi."
Hi.
Hi, Adoration. Hi, Rob. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm telling you, we partying over here, Queen. We miss you. You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta do your motherly duties, man, but we miss you over here.
I miss you guys too, but see, I have to keep all the kids away so you guys can have a great show.
Right.
Hey, shout out to the Queen because you hold it down. So yeah, so June 19th was, of course, the day that the day that Texas received news that they were freed of slavery, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the Civil War goes. Because for those that don't know, it's a quick little history lesson. The Civil War was fought to actually keep the South from separating from the North. They lost that. But then President Lincoln, with his proclamation of 1863, freed the slaves in the outlaw states. So once the war was won, this is what happened. So Texas was the last state to actually receive the news of the freedom. So this is why we celebrate Juneteenth. It actually became a holiday a few years ago underneath President Biden. So again, I celebrate it more. I uphold it more than the 4th of July. You know what I mean? It's just me personally. But, Juneteenth was a busy day. We had Father's Day going on that weekend, but again, me and Jess decided to go ahead and get married. So yes, we are officially Mr. and Mrs. over here.
Oh, look at you. Yee.
Oh, look at those smiles.
You yeah. Third cheesing.
Just a little bit.
A lot of it.
A
lot of it. There you go again.
Yes.
Shout out to my brother and sister. They came through from Vegas. They were saying like we wouldn't miss this for the world. So, shout out to them. You know what I mean? But yeah, we decided to go ahead and do it. To the fellas out there, again, it's one thing to be single and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to go through things in life and you want to experience it with somebody who actually holds you down. What started as like just literally, I was not looking for to date or whatever. I was just looking for a friend, and I kept the option open. You know what I'm saying? But what started as a friend or somebody who to attend a New Edition concert turned into this. We vibed, we meshed, we had struggles, but we overcame them. Thanks to shout out to Pastor Braxton for marriage counseling that he did to us both. But it's a testament to show that hey, when you find your person, when you find the person who actually holds you down, do the right thing. And because if you would have asked me maybe like 3.5 years ago, I would have told you that I was just cool just being an uncle because I given up on maybe finding like that right person to walk this journey of life with. And God placed her in my life. And we did the right thing, and I couldn't be happier. So I appreciate you too, babe.
Yeah, we can tell. Big ass Kool-Aid smile you got.
Exactly.
That boy cheesing hard, boy.
I appreciate you for holding me down, for coming in. Not you weren't looking for a boyfriend or anything. You're looking for a friend, and that's the one thing that we agreed on was, hey, let's start a friendship, and. Literally, we went out with April 8th. We didn't become a couple until like May 10th, which was her birthday. And I just know that, hey, this is somebody who I wanted to see the next day. Somebody who I could talk to. The vibe was good. So I want to thank you for being you. Yeah, I know we had our challenges, but we overcame them. We kept God in the center. And, I appreciate everything about you. You're a true queen. And I don't get to tell you this all the time, but I really appreciate you for being that person. And I love you with all my heart.
I love you too.
Oh, that's adorable. Y'all are cute, man. Praise the Lord.
Beautiful.
Praise the Lord.
Right after. So as the show's over. Bust it, baby. Bust it, baby.
Oh, Rob, see,
put that plies on.
I put that plies on.
Throw that plies on, third.
Well, there won't be no celibacy over there. You know what I'm saying? We're just saying that. That's one of the benefits of being married. No celibacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
For sure. Yeah. You say that now. Yeah.
I don't know what you be doing.
So would I tell you that, hey, the devil does not like marriage? Yeah, so everything was going good. I had a good doctor's report. I had dropped some pounds. Go ahead.
I sprained my ankle the week before the wedding.
How'd you do that?
I was just walking, supervising. That was it.
Dang.
And then I felt a pop, but I didn't think nothing of it. And then my foot the next day was super fat. So, yeah.
Was it supersonic?
Silly.
All right, so I didn't notice anything, but was you like wearing a boot or something or a bracelet?
No, I was wearing flip flops because I couldn't wear the heels that I bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I did not notice.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Like, because the way you were dancing and how Third almost broke his back trying to get low. I was like, I never would have thought like your ankle was messed up. I was like, whoa.
Well, you know what? Hey, I gotta give another shout out. Shout out to Method X, because the minute that I announced it and I said, hey, we're getting married, he said, hey, I'll DJ. And he came through and, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, I'll do it free of charge. And he came through. He drove all the way from where he's at to Redlands, you know what I'm saying? And he held it down. And mind you, he had some challenges too, but he was determined. He's like, no, this is not happening. And he found a way, and music was played that day. So he is black by the way of default. He had to ghetto rig the system, y'all. So
not the photographer, but the guy with the stand. We had to figure it out. Yeah, yes. Brother man that was my best friend that night.
He is a music producer also.
Yeah, we was going in through trying out everything, trying out extra chords, all that, and I was like, man, they didn't even make sure my boy Third had the chords that they didn't even give him working chords, man. Like with that. So good thing that we had like extras, and then on top of that, the right plugs weren't working, so we had to plug it into the mic outlet. We had to plug it into the mic. So I was like, Third, we ain't got no mic or there's no music, you know. So that's why we had to pivot like many times that night.
So first off, shout out to Method X, shout out to my Aunt Paula, shout out to my aunt, my cousin Donnie 3, because they got batteries, they went and got extra stuff that we needed. Things were going wrong that day, all right? So first off, unshout out to Resident End and Redlands.
I ain't never heard of unshout out.
Unshout out. Because here,
don't go there.
Look, I booked the room back in May 17th, you know, saying to make sure that her and her bride's people were going to be comfortable, do whatever there was they were going to do. I booked the room. So when I called to get an extra day extension, Resident Inn in Redland, the person decided, hey, well, if it's going to be him and his wife, well, they don't need the suite bedroom with the 2 bedrooms, whatever like that. So she gave us a regular studio room, you know what I'm saying, with no extra room, with no whatever. So Jess, being the person that she is, she worked that day. She went out, had drinks and party with her girlfriends, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So she don't get to the room till like 1:30, 1 o'clock, whatever. So she hits me at 1:30. Hey, this isn't the room that we booked. So I'm like, what are you talking about? She's talking about, there's no double beds in here. It's just a regular old room. So literally, I had to go dig in my emails. I called them. I start barking at them. And then they're like, we don't have no record of that. So I go to the hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, hey, this is what I booked on May 17th. Oh, we're sorry, but the person who can do anything doesn't come in till like 6:30, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I will be back, beach. So I came back at 7 o'clock. Oh, we can change your room. We can change it. So they give her the room with the 2 queen beds in there, right? So mind you, but Jess's bridesmaids couldn't stay the night because Resident Inn decided they made an executive decision. So when I talked to the chick, oh, it was my fault. I took full accountability because I figured if it's just you and your wife, why do you need the 2 beds? But I'm like, Beach, you didn't even give me the studio with the bedroom. You gave me a regular old studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made an executive decision without even consulting with me. So, yeah, I was 3 times high. Then they give them a room where they couldn't even stream like Netflix. They couldn't stream the internet streaming because the internet wasn't working.
What?
We played music on the phone as we got ready.
Shout out to cousin Chrissy because she was there. She knew. So then we had to go back to the house, grab the stuff, you know, saying to upload into the car, whatever. Then, we get back to the hotel. I'm over here chilling 3 times, chilling, saying hum-de-hum. Then come to find out, Third left his whole tuxedo. No, actually, because now Christy's like, yep, on the phone. So we go back to the house. We got to upload. Shout out to our cousin April. She came through. We put stuff in her car. We get back to the hotel. Then, I'm over here chilling, hum. Then, I still got to go because I work for her now, so it was, hey, I got to go pick up the speaker from Guitar Center. I go pick up the speaker. I go back to the house. I go get whatever stuff that we missed. I get, whatever. Then I got to go pick up some pineapple juice. Shout out to Walmart. Then I got to go get the Henny because they're trying to make the signature drinks, whatever. I had it all mapped out. I did all that, got back to the hotel. Oh, I used my Marriott points to get a large studio room, which got succeeded because of whatever the chick did. So I didn't even get to really do that. So anyway, I get back to the room that I did not reserve. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, come to find out, Third doesn't even have his tuxedo. So I gotta run back to the crib. I'm doing like 100 through the streets of San Bernardino, Redlands. Fast and Furious. Shout out to Black Vin Diesel right here. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I didn't get no accidents, no cops, whatever. When I put in the Google Maps, it said like, "Hey, you're gonna get there at like at like 3:13, whatever." I got there at like 3:03. Yeah. I was doing 100 on these streets. So then I get back, I shower up, do whatever. I'm getting dressed. Oh, my tux doesn't have the claps. So I couldn't even do the pants because the pants were actually too big. But not only were the pants too big, I couldn't really clip them together, whatever, because that piece was missing. So I'm like, damn. Okay, do I put on my suit or do I rock the tux? I like tuxes better than suits. But so I'm like, you know what? If my pants fall, they just fall. I'm not gonna sit there and rock the tux jacket and the suit, the suit pants. So you know what I mean. So I go ahead, get dressed, run back to the hotel, go pick up her sons. I got everybody calling me, hey, where you at? Where you at? Because by this time it's like what? It's 4:20 something. I was supposed to be there. Wedding's supposed to start at 4:30. So you know what I mean. So yeah. So we catch literally every traffic light. You know what I'm saying? So my mom comes like, where you at? Where you at? Where's the pastor? Where's the pastor? I don't know. I'm trying to get there. Ma, chill. I'll get there when I get there. Chill. So I get there.
6 minutes away, by the way.
We're 6 minutes away. Right. She's running online. So then, mind you, I got the licorice.
Okay,
I got decorations and all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get there, shout out to my cousin D3, shout out to Certified West, shout out to my cousin Russell, shout out to Jamal. Hey, what you need, Third? They start unloading the car. I get there, the pastor's not there. I check my phone. Hey, pastor's assistant saying, hey, there's a family emergency. Pastor's not going to be there on time. 4:30. Jessica gets there at like 4:40. You know what I'm saying? 4:45. But she's sitting in the car. AC is blasting. It's hot as hell. My mom was like, where's Jess? She's out in the car. I hope that poor baby got AC. You know, so we're waiting on the pastor. Pastor don't get there till he says 5:20, but then he don't get there till 5:50. We don't know what's going on. So we're praying for whatever's going on with him and his family. We're praying for him. But he show up. But mind you, so finally we get things going. But I had to go kind of politic, go to every table. Thank you for coming. Please be patient. So we started a whole hour and a half late.
Hey, listen.
Start being in the wedding.
Exactly. Listen, I've been to more late weddings over here in Asia than you can imagine. Listen, one wedding, we went ahead and had the reception and just ate and enjoyed ourselves. Bride came, celebrated, had the wedding, and went on with it. They late over here. They don't. There's a different level over here called Asian time. It's a whole nother ball game. Go with it. As long as you're happy. That's all that matters. You're happy. But y'all needed somebody on your side. Y'all needed a groomsman, like somebody to be doing all that stress for you.
So here's the thing. So, again, like shout out to my groomsmen that were there. So also too, one of my best friends, I got a couple of best friends, shout out to Quez, thanks to Trump, he couldn't make it because whatever he's doing with the airlines, whatever, but last minute, last minute flights are like through the roof, you know what I'm saying? So that prevented my homeboy from coming through. But, one of my other homeboys that just started a job, he doesn't have seniority, he's supposed to be my groomsman, but he couldn't come through, you know what I'm saying? So he had to drop out last minute. So I had to ask my cousin Russell, like, hey man, and shout out to my cousin Russell, because from birth till now, he's always been like that big cousin, always show up, always give me guidance. Whenever I need him, he always pops up miraculously, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my cousin Russell. I love you, man, from literally from my birth up until now, you know what I mean? But I asked him to be a groomsman. He said, sure, no problem. He got a suit, got everything going, you know what I'm saying? He showed up. But you know what I mean? When I tell you that everything was working against us, everything was working against us, man. But everybody who showed up was really, they held us down.
Yep. My niece helped my mom with the decorations, his aunt, his mom, just so many people stepped in. My other cousin that did the photo booth, he stepped in and helped Rob and my mom. So everybody that came together, we really, really appreciate it.
Yes.
That's the thing, man. Hey, y'all did your big one.
Exactly.
And even though the chaos was going on, it was still a vibe over there. It was so good. Like even though your cousin was like, "What? It's my hour late." He kept looking at me. I was like, "You're just here to take pictures. I'm here to play music, bro. We can only control the things we can."
Everything got to start on time. Whose rule is that anyway?
Yeah.
You don't. And as long as you're having fun, as long as you're getting married and you're happy, that's what matters.
But the ill thing is like one of the things I could say, the revelations from this whole thing was I realized who are your true people. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody asked for anything. They just wanted to make sure that this was a success.
Yes.
They were genuinely happy. Nobody was complaining like, hey, what's going on? They were just like, hey, we understand. The minute I got there, it was like, third, what you need, we got you. Don't be too prideful to ask for help. Whatever you need, we got you. And, and everybody that was there was just understanding. Even the pastor, when he got through, it was just dope, man. Like the love that we received from everybody was just next to none.
Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. I'm telling you, man. I love seeing married black people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It hit different to me. You know what I mean? So many negative stereotypes and propaganda against the union of black couples, man. So when I see it, it's a beautiful thing, man. I ain't go that whole wedding route and all that kind of stuff. I went to the courthouse because we ain't got time. I'm like all like that to be dealing with them. So you know what I'm saying? We skipped that part. You know what I mean? But hey, man, look, y'all got it done, man. At the end of it all, y'all got it done, man. And here you are today.
Yes.
Beautiful couple, man.
Everybody still had a good time. The vibes were good. The energy levels were good over there. I mean, kudos to you guys, man, to have all that happen and not get any smothered chicken afterwards, bro. I would have been tripping.
Y'all deserve it.
I
don't like that.
His Instagram.
Hold up,
Jess earlier.
Jess is about to do it right now.
All right, his Instagram is.
Wait, let me go now.
original_Chef P on Instagram.
Original.
For sure.
Make sure you guys show him love. I mean, another thing about Chef P. So, RIP to my auntie who passed away. matter of fact, she plays into this whole story. You know what I'm saying? Like two of the most solid women in my life kind of like validated for Jess. The first being my grandmother. If you know my grandmother, you know that she does not like anybody, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to me, because she thinks that nobody's good enough for me. And she would always even ask me, even through her trials of dementia, where's your girlfriend? Where's your girlfriend? Because for those that don't know, I was married before we divorced because, again, we experienced something tragic with the loss of our son. But my grandmother would always ask me, like, so when you gonna do it again? When you gonna do it again? I'll tell her, I don't know. And so when I met Jess, she came through and she would come visit with my grandmother. And I remember literally the day that, my grandmother seen her. And mind you, my grandmother, she knows me, even through dementia. I'm the one person who she did not forget. When she seen Jess, she just lit up. She smiled. And, and then when Jess left, she gave me the thumbs up. And even with her son, Joshua, she just lit up every time she seen him. So I knew from then on that was confirmation from my grandmother. But even when I told my auntie, my great aunt, my grandfather's sister, who I was, looking after and, helping out, when I brought Jess to her, the first time that they met, she told me, oh, I think I got a niece-in-law. And I think I said, auntie, I don't know. It's too early for all that. She said, no, I see something in her. And sure enough, she would tell me, so how's Jessica? Every conversation, how's Jessica? Where's Jessica? How's Jessica? Tell Jessica I said hi. Whenever we go to New Mexico, everything. So the minute that I proposed to her, and she's the first person we went to. When I showed her the ring, auntie was ecstatic. She's like, we got to celebrate. So we went to the Mexico Cafe. Shout out to Mexico Cafe in San Bernardino. We got our margaritas, got food. She's like, I'll be there. But unfortunately, she couldn't make it because she passed away. And, we made sure we honored our ancestors with that. My grandmother, my grandparents, her grandparents, we had a picture. And I got a beautiful shot right there of the cake with my auntie kind of like looking over, But these are two women who validated Jess, and I couldn't ask for more. So definitely, what I'm saying? Definitely.
Another big thing that was like kind of mind blown is this dude sung his vows. He sung his vows. I gotta
hear that. I
got a little clip.
I say, yo,
run the clip, Jess.
He sung his vows. Like if this was a top this moment for Pastor Braxton said it best, bro. If this was a top this moment for any guy who did vows, he killed it.
Oh man, I gotta take that idea. I love that.
I was like, I feel bad for Jess because I was like, how do you follow up with that?
You're supposed to let her go first.
How do you follow up with that?
I did. I say, Jess, you go first, and you gonna let your wife go first? Calling me out like I ain't no sucker.
Right, all right.
Because the husband is supposed to go first.
Then he gonna drop.
I ain't no punk,
You say he called your bluff, huh?
Yeah. That was wild, bro. I was kind of blown away by that. I was like, this guy, what? He sounds so good. Like what?
Yeah, I
does music. You can't let somebody who does music go first.
Yeah, it does right.
Shout out to George Bridgewater. Shout out to Quez because he was right there in choir with me. We are the choir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out Water. Chi-Town, stand up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a lie. I was like, oh yeah, he wasn't singing. Nah, he can sing. I was like, yo. When's the R&B album coming out, bro? Like,
come on.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, man.
I know I better get a feature or something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I need to be on a hook or something, but yeah, put me in the album.
Yeah. And I gotta give a shout out to Wifey, man, for MCing. Like my wife MC.
You know what?
Bro.
You know what? And shout out to Method X's wife because she was just there just to enjoy the festivities. But the minute that she understood what was going on, she picked up the mic. I got this, and she make announcements, do this, and she was, like I said, once. I'm telling you, Method, Mr. Rob Hart's here. He was determined to get sound because he was telling me, third, call Guitar Center, tell them that their stuff is crappy, give them your money back. No. He was going off. He said, but we're still going to try. And her cousin, they figured it out. He said, wait. I hear something. And mind you, mid-sentence, I'm on Guitar Center like, look, you need to send somebody here right now because I'm in the middle of a wedding. He said, third, I think we got something. Wait. We got it. Funk them. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally.
Dude.
Another unshout out to Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Unshout out.
I definitely would have got a refund. I said, you gonna give me a refund? I'm gonna do a chargeback. You pick. Like, I would have hit him with that real fast.
Disputed.
Yeah. On my wedding day? On my wedding day.
Wedding day.
My parents did that at their wedding because they didn't get what they were supposed to get, and the company was shady already. So they charged the charge to something that wasn't what it was supposed to be, but they didn't deliver. So my parents' credit card company calls and they're like, "Did y'all order this?" And they're like, "No." Wow. So they got their money right back.
Get them out of here.
Right back. It'd be like that at.
Whichever one of you big backs took all the smothered chicken, man, we on your head.
We know who took all the meat.
All right, we got another unshout out. You know what I'm saying? So we hired a bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken.
We was trying to be all black, and that was a huge disappointment.
Man, give my people some grace. I was just joking, but yeah, I feel y'all. That would
because here's the thing. So we got dragged away because we had to do pictures, and again because things started late, things were behind schedule. Shout out to Jess, she was on time. Again, I gave a 10-minute window because I knew that bride's got to take a minute to get ready. Jess was ready to go at 4:40, 4:45. You know what I mean? So it wasn't her, but whatever was going on with the pastor, and mind you, he's a good dude. He gave his marriage counseling classes. So whatever's going on was going on, but Jess was ready to go. So things got behind schedule. So when we had to go take pictures, shout out to the photographer because he was like, hey, I know a spot where you take some great pictures. So we had to leave. I did not want to leave the venue because I didn't want to leave the people. You know what I mean? But we went, we took pictures.
That's not how weddings work. So.
Right.
Go on.
So yeah, we get there. My mom's calling me like, hey, people are getting restless. People are leaving. And shout out to my brother again. My brother and my sister, they drove all the way from Vegas. They showed up with my nieces and nephews. People are getting hungry because we didn't have hors d'oeuvres. So, what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'd say, hey, go serve people. So by the time that we get back, we walk in, we do our grand entrance. My mom said, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? Smothered chicken. All right, so my mom brings me baked chicken with a smothered. Well, no, Jess gets the smothered chicken. And I'm looking like, hey, I wanted the smothered chicken. She's like, you go ahead, have it. So I took her smothered chicken. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking she's gonna get more. They come back and tell us like, no, everything was gone. Chef P was on his second trays of everything. So for our menu, because again, like her cousin said, we were blackety black. We had smothered chicken, baked chicken, tri-tip, macaroni and cheese, greens, yams, cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Everything was on the second tray.
Yeah. That cornbread was busting too, though.
I have a new rule. Save quarter tray. I don't care. I know that was just too much. Save a quarter tray for the wedding, for the bride and the groom.
It probably still would have got jacked.
That's what I'm saying, though. Because
okay, so what Jess is alluding to, right? So at the end of it all, right? Because we're pressed for time. We're supposed to be out here by 9:30. Well, as we're cleaning up, getting everything ready, I said, oh, I see some baked chicken left and some tri-tip. This 1 minute I turn back. I'm cleaning up because I went from being groomed and I changed. I put in my hoodie and my basketball shorts, nothing there and cleaning. I go back. We get back to the hotel. There's no meat. There's only a spoonful of tri-tip. I'm like, where'd the chicken go? So shout out to the venue, because venue 38. My mom and her mom were like, hey, no, there was somebody who was taking food. They made like 4 plates of food. There's somebody who's in the wedding cake, all this other stuff. And I'm like, who did it? And it was the bartender's daughter, y'all. She injected for a whole bunch of food. We had no meats. We had to go to Melbourne the next day to go get some meats for our sides, because all we had was sides.
Yep.
Oh,
we had enough for all of us to possibly eat like one meal with the meat. That's it. If that.
Yeah, like towards the end, I saw that cake and I was like, oh, dude, I gotta get away from you guys. I was like, oh, dude, no. Because like, pastries,
you know what?
That's my kryptonite.
Hold up, y'all.
I also want to give a shout out to my cousin and my daughter. My cousin did my hair. She did a fabulous job. I will be posting pictures soon on my page. And my daughter did an amazing job on my makeup.
She did. She did. Shout out to cousin Cynthia, because she did a great job on her hair. Shout out to my barber, Dino Boy Terrio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came through with a touch up on Thursday. He hooked me up. He was a little salty on me, like, hey, third, you give me the last minute invite to them. Hey man, we got like tribes of Shabazz when it comes to family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, but he was like, he hooked me up, made sure I was straight. You seen the waves popping. You look like you could have grabbed a board and surfboard on them. Shout out to Terrio. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, and cousin Cynthia, man, it was dope. Everybody who made it possible, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because again, it wouldn't even be possible without you. So, here goes what Jess is talking about right here. I got the video uploaded. Forgive me because I was a little nervous and
it's only a snippet.
I was trying not.
Only got a little bit.
I was trying not to cry, but I got the inspiration from Jamie Foxx. So shout out to Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? But here it goes.
I'm in daddy bed on the day I marry my angel. I love you, my angel.
Oh, it was just a little snippet. That's what you
weren't
lying.
I told you.
He's like, oh, she was lying.
Yeah.
I don't think people were prepared for you to sing. You know what I mean? So
listen.
Yeah.
Okay, third, yeah, you better put out an album.
Yeah.
You can sing.
You know what I'm saying? 3RDegree album coming out. The R&B album. I funk hip hop. I'm going to R&B.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's my
a mix is always the best. A mix is always the best. You gotta rap and then you gotta jump on your own track and start singing. That's how people be getting big.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky, bro.
Come on.
Shout out to them. I heard they won the verses. I didn't even check out the verses between them and B2K.
They won
the verses. I heard hands down Pretty Ricky won the verses. But yeah, shout out to me. I did that. You know, on my last project, Eyes Behind Shades, you know, King Third. You know, I did do. Yeah, I sung on a couple of hooks. Returning the Player, Cry for Jalen, and Better Man. Yeah, I sang on those on those tracks.
Yes, you did.
Good stuff.
I'm trying to think about it. I remember that.
That's my player partner right there, man. We're gonna hang your jersey up in the rafters. You know what I'm saying? Because you are officially retired. We appreciate you. You know,
the number 3 jerseys on the rafters.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. You went out with a bang, baby. You went out with a bang.
Yeah. Jess was looking gorgeous that night too, dude. Boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you both were looking good. And like, I love that your guys' dance that there was like, all right. And I'm like, nah, you gonna keep going. You gonna keep going. I got you, bro. Like,
All right.
it was
For
such
those
a
who
good
don't know,
vibe
here
that night,
goes
dude.
Jess. You know what I'm saying? Like she has not stopped cheesing since the day. You know what I'm saying? She's
How cute y'all are.
Thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Jen, thank you for holding down MCing.
Yes,
Last
you.
minute, you improv and you did a great job. We appreciate you. Cousin Cynthia says, "You're welcome. Had to be there for my cousins. Love y'all. No, we love you more. You know, I brag about you to my mom. I say I think you two would get along great. You know, like from the day that I came through, like Cousin Cynthia, shout out to Cousin Adam. They wrapped their arms around me and called me family. You know what I'm talking about, Jess. When that was time for me to dig into some dirt, when I was getting ready to have to put some paws on people, Cousin Adam hopped on his motorcycle. Like, no, it ain't happening. And you guys have been like literally like my backbone, my support, and I love y'all more than anything on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, and I love you with literally sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for accepting me and welcoming me into your family and holding me down. And we're still gonna kick your ashes in some spades.
Ooh.
You don't want to know no spades.
I know all about spades. They know.
I'm a spadeologist, bro.
They know. They know. You know, but and shout out to Jess. She got better. That last game that we played against them, Jess was on it. And she know I'm hard when it comes to spades. If you can't play, I take it kind of personal.
I don't take it personal because you ain't gonna be on my team. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can learn on your own time. You're not coming up here.
I'm telling you, bro. When you team up with your significant other,
she barely learned. But that last game that last little session we had against our cousins, man, she came through and held it down. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about, Jess. I gave her hugs and kisses and high fives. And I'm like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because Cynthia said, we love you too, but I don't know about the space thing. And you already know. You know what I'm saying? We can get it popping this weekend. I got the cards ready. She said, keep it real. I got receipts.
Bro.
Hey, this ready. You guys,
I can't team up with my wife. We be going through marriage counseling after a spades game, bro. I can't team up with her.
It's serious. It's serious. Yeah,
she's no longer my wife anymore. Like we talking smack like, oh man.
Hey, but see, Jess understands. Jess didn't understand. Like one time she was doing, she's like, "Oh, getting so mad at me," but she understands now. Like I take spades serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play. But Jess came through and she held it what we call down. You know what I'm saying? She understood our little signs.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
He's like, "You breaking my heart. You breaking my heart."
Exactly. I said, "Hey, Jess, you know, I don't go to the clubs no more." She's like, "Oh, okay, he's out of the clubs. Let me go ahead and cut with this spade." You know what I'm saying?
Third, look at his head. He's like,
not y'all talking across the board.
Hey, board talk. He's like, "Oh man, I want to."
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the codes. And just because my partner, not yours, LOL, you gotta turn. Hey, I taught her son.
I do play better with my cousin Cynthia.
The last time she played with me, Jessica held it down, but Terrence, no, he's my go-to. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I taught him how to play. That boy's been on it. He's like a borderline genius. And me and him, we kick many asses in spades. You know what I'm saying? So he is my go-to. If Terrence is not there, I kind of get sad, like, oh man.
I'm telling you, spades and dominoes, man, those are friendship ending games.
Yeah, they are. They are. They are.
For me.
But yeah, you mess up on that spades table, I'm likely to not speak to you.
I swear, dude, me and my wife went to bed not talking to each other after a spades game, bro. Like
I will cut you off over spades.
Hey, Rob, it happened here too. Because Jess was my partner, and mind you, she's still learning. And I got upset. I'm like, "Arr!" And she was like, "Oh, you're so mean. You're so mean."
You know, you cut me, I cut you off for life. That's how it goes.
You gotta let it walk. You gotta let it walk.
Hey, shout out to Kiss Share. Hey, so what you're walking into, this is Drop Your 3 Cent. We're a platform where we talk about everything, whether it's entertainment, whether it's politics, whether it's social issues. Right now, we're just recapping kind of like my wedding. I got married to this beautiful thing right here. So we're just recapping a little bit about weddings, about what happened. But we talk about everything. We got a few topics on here tonight. You know, we just got sidetracked because we're recapping, we're reminiscing. It was such a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, look, she trying to get straight to it. Whoever that is.
Hey, you know what? We can slap some bones any day. Ask somebody.
Hey,
I'm with that too.
Hey, you know what? Y'all got me on the dominoes, but can't nobody see me in spades.
I can't even tell you how many people
I
nicknamed me.
You know what I'm saying? At least you know your place. That's good. You know what I mean? I'm a dominologist, man. It go down over here.
And I'm a lockologist.
Okay. I hope you got one to blank when you lock that thing up, because anything else is unsupervised.
I nicknamed so many people Whirlpool, Maytag. Like you washing my boats for days,
dishes, baby, wash them.
Hey, Jen says Rob put me in retirement after our last match.
Man.
Cynthia says either or. Hey, I got the cards are on deck. The cards are actually right here near me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think I'm playing? I take my cards wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? In my laptop bag.
Cards in the bag.
Ask wifey, we got a fresh pack in our backpack all the time, bro.
All the time.
All the time. But yeah, you got to have Pastor Braxton on speed dial for those matches, bro. Yeah, I need a couples therapy right after that. He gonna disrespect me in front of his friends. He don't talk to you like that. And he's gonna be like, "What did you do? We're playing spades." He's gonna be like, "Oh, that's different. That's different."
Matter of fact, I take that back. I keep them in my hip hop backpack.
Yeah.
Y'all think I'm lying, huh? I got the backpack right here.
See what you got. Ooh. Period.
When we travel to Atlanta and Alabama, you know what I'm saying? I make sure that those were packed in case anybody wanted to call somebody out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they stay on deck. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all definitely skipped my house last trip to Atlanta. It was good for you.
Hey, we were on time crunch, my brother. Hey, cousin Cynthia said, I have a personalized domino set. What we doing? Hey, you know what you want to do? I don't think I got anything to. We were supposed to pick up the ring. My ring had to get resized, you know, but we got it early, so I ain't got nothing to do. I just gotta go to the storage. You know what I'm saying? I can make some time.
Hey, look, we got time today.
We got time. Hey, but you know, we lost sidetrack of the show, man. This was a good little recap. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got anything else you want to add, Jess?
No.
I'm ready to get you on the hot seat.
Everything did at the end turn out beautiful. And like Third said, we just thank everybody who was involved.
Everybody, from my moms to her mom to Aunt Paula to my cousins to Certified to Rob to
my niece to my cousin.
Right, to Chef P. You know, to Venue 38 in Redlands, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, we're going to put this out there. I was afraid of doing this because I know it would happen. We're flirting with the idea of, you know, running it back, you know, for the 1 year. Because, again, it's Juneteenth. We did it purposely on Juneteenth. So we're thinking about having a party, you know, for Juneteenth to celebrate the 1 year and Juneteenth. So we're thinking about running it back. You know, we're going to have the same. For the photo booth was mad fun. The food was a hit. You know what I'm saying? The venue was a hit. We're gonna figure out another bartender.
Yep.
Because you know we don't need you taking all our meat. I was pissed because I ain't had no meat. Pause. I was over here looking for some meat. You know, I ain't had no beef. Pause. I ain't had no chicken. Pause. You know what I'm saying? No meat. Big back in the ass and took all the damn meat. We understand you packing up plates, you know what I'm saying? Packing up a couple of plates, you know. But again, if anybody was gonna take like the meat, we was gonna expect the venue or you know the folks who actually work hard, family, to take the meat. But you ain't do ish. You ain't even pour all the stuff that we got. Then close your ears, Judge. Then these crusty motherfuckers gonna have there trying to like do subliminals, talk trash online, talking about when you don't get everything you asked for. Then when you look, you know, I heard about you guys price gouging. You know what I'm saying? You only use one bottle of Hennessy. You didn't use no tequila, no vodka, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to talk about when the person don't get the stuff needed for the signature drink. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm the one who did the shopping, whatever. Like, you know, again, we bought all these things for everybody to drink and be merry, and you being stingy, but you want to charge people like $700, $800. Like, you want to charge people like rent, you know what I'm saying, to do what? You know what I'm saying? Like, then you want to take all the meat, because you probably ain't getting no meat in real life. Then you want to take the cake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna say this though.
Wrong person to talk ish online to, because I can talk it back. You ain't getting no meat in real life. So like, hey, you have to recompensate for the meat that you don't get in real life. Oh, I see beef. Let me get some beef, because I ain't getting no beef in real life. Oh, ain't nobody slinging me no beef. Let me get this beef right here. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Big Back in the ain't in like 4 days or 3 minute ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no life. You know what I'm saying? When they sit here and talk ish and subliminal, then when folk call you out, nah, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Go get a real life. Go get a real job. You know what I'm saying? You over here with a price gown. Go do something in real life. Don't try to come at my motherfucking wife with your punk ass talking ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, go do something for real. Go get a real hobby. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna shout you out because we don't want you to get business. And again, like I said, we're gonna do this next year, and you won't be there. So and then on top of that, you know, my mom's, I love my mom. My mom's was over here, you know, making sure people got compensated and got tipped. I would have told my mom, hey, run back, do the SB thing, take that money back, and go beat their ass, because they ain't do ish. They took all the meat, because they ain't getting no meat. Oh, carpet munching, looking punk motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And on a positive
start
note,
a carpet cleaning business, beach.
On a positive note, shout outs to Third's mom. Yeah, that was a nice tip. I appreciate that.
Aww.
Shout outs to her. Yeah, I was actually tripped out on it. I was like, whoa, what?
Aww.
She gave me a fat tip. So man, shout outs to her for that.
That's what's up. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
My mom came through like clutch. She came through like Kobe. She took care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was just happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that my grandma would have did. You know what I'm saying? She moves in the same spirit as my grandma. So my mom is just like, she's the dopest, man. I can't even ask for a better mom.
Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. Yeah, we gotta do the 1 year run back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you and me both, Jen. I can't believe that was his mom either. I was like, I'm sorry.
Nobody can. She looks like people say, I thought it was your sister. And like, no, that's my mom. And she'll tell you straight up, I got the stretch marks to prove it. You know, that's her favorite go-to.
Right. Black don't be out here cracking.
She don't. She don't.
She look young, bro.
Wow.
She look. That's your mom. I don't. Your mom look good.
Oh yeah, chill, bro. Chill, man.
I'm used to it. Bro. Hey, quick story. Quez, I'm about to put you on blast a little bit, right?
Yeah. So
again, like I told you, when I shout out the choir, and shout out to hold up. Hey, the Kishar, if I'm saying it wrong, shout out to you. Much love. Hit the like, share, subscribe. We're gonna get into the topics. We might run a little late tonight, but we overboarded. But you know, so quick little story. Back when we was in choir, you know, one of the homies went up to the car with me because my mom's dropping me out some money, whatever. So we went to the car and we had to go back into the room. The homie said, hey, yo, Third's mom was fine. You know what I'm saying? And then half the choir ran out to go take a look. You know what I'm saying? This cat was one of
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, bro.
I told my mom, like, look, you can't come to them choir rehearsals, choir practice or performances. You gotta just stay home. You're not a bad mom if you stay home. I just please don't.
That sounds like Terrence. I don't want nobody to have your social media.
Just please don't just stay home. You're not a bad mom. You're a good mom. You with me in spirit, but just don't come up here no more. Because like these are some of these dudes are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they over here, like the homie that I took out to the car when I was talking to her, he was just over here looking with his Mac Mo like.
Oh my goodness!
He was just looking like God, like ooh.
Little boys be
got back to the choir room. We literally got back to the choir room. Say, yo, Third's mama's fine. Even my homie, R.I.P. to Big Mike. Big Mike was a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Big Mike was out there even trying to huff and puff and run out there like, you go see my mom's. I'm like, hey, don't please.
Hey, shouts out Big Mike, man. All right.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. my dude, man. But yeah, nah, I mean, it is what it is. We was young and retarded.
Yeah. That's all young people are.
Shout out to the scenario. What's good with you, family? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right, y'all. Let's get into the hot seat. I know we kind of bypassed. Yeah. So for those that don't know, we were in the hot seat I was in the hot seat a couple of weeks ago. I dropped a new single called Always Home, San Bernardino. It's an ode to my hometown of San Bernardino, where I'm from, originally. I moved around a lot. But, we dropped that. And then, Rob was out there, like I said, kissing babies, shaking hands with presidents, all that other stuff. And shout out to Cousin Chrissy, because she brought up the question, can you claim your birth city if you didn't grow up there? So, he missed it. And he was like, man, I'm mad I missed it because I got questions for you. And for those that don't know a little backstory, Rob, I met Rob. Rob actually called out to a radio station, an internet radio station I was doing kind of freestyle. You say, yo, Third, you're sick. You're one of the dopest. And, from then on, we built a friendship from there that withstood even the corniest of rappers up until now. And that was 2007, 2006, 2007. You know what I'm saying? Here we are now. So yeah, he's like, man, I got questions. And mind you, he's been there with me through the Jerry Heller book signings. We went to clubs where we literally stood outside VIP till we got invited into VIP. We rocked shows with Dove Shack. Even when he made the transition into being a promoter in San Diego. And if you know the San Diego club scene, I could tell you it's really hard to get booked, to get promoted. But he's like, yo, Third, come on out. He always took care of me. It wasn't like he treated me like no scrub. He always put me VIP. Wherever, you know what I'm saying? And so he's like, as your homie, I got questions. And I'm mad I missed it. So we had to run this back. So here we are right now. Even Jess was like, I got questions too. I'll wait till we come on here. So now I'm putting myself back in this hot seat. Damn it. Now I know Jen's right. 2007. You're right. And even from then, like I said, Rob brought me into his home. I met his wife. I met his kids. You know what I'm saying? And Rob will tell you, he got in a situation. I drove all the way from San Bernardino to where he was at in Dago with some heat, because I wasn't about to let that happen to anybody that I call family. So
heat was real. The heat was real. The heat was real. But yeah. So just to recap, what Third said, when I first heard him, it was at the end of this radio show. They're doing a freestyle battle, and not freestyle battle, freestyle session. And he just made everybody look amateur. It was bad. I was like, yo, this dude's spitting fire. And this is MySpace days. Checked out his page. Tracks were up. Tracks were just bumping, yo. And I was like, man, this dude is for real. And then, fast forward, a couple months down the line, we got doing some shows. And I got to see his energy, and his crowd control, his breath control, everything that went in. So what I want to ask you as an artist, prior to you going on, do you have a ritual that you go through to get you in that state of mind, to get you, wanting to project that kind of energy, you know, to the crowd to get that kind of feedback?
You know,
what do you do?
That's a good question. And I'm glad that you brought it up because, you know, Quez was holding it down too. But, you know, Quez is kind of privy to know a lot of this stuff. But a lot of that energy I got from the days of freestyling in El Camino High School. You know, so that energy of freestyling in those ciphers, because even at that school, like if you came whack, you know what I'm saying, like Quez would be the first one to clown you, you know what I'm saying, they call you out.
You out of here.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to come with some type of energy, some type of rawness. And even though, you know, I don't really, you know, agree with some of the things that people are doing these days. Shout out to, you know, Raw, you know, Rashard Wilson, and shout out to my brother, another brother who came down for the wedding. You know, anytime I need him, anytime I, you know, whatever, he doesn't hesitate. And that's Joe McGrady, MC McGrady, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's legitimate, like a brother. Like, he's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? And he's the one that kind of helped put me into the game too. But, you know, I get it from them. I get it from the energy from them. So I do kind of have a ritual. If you don't know, and I'm going to tell you guys, for those that don't know, if you guys are our fans or are paying attention to my music, or family, I should say, not fans, but I'm a nervous wreck before I perform. Every time. And it's not so much as when I actually perform, it's before and after. It's because I'm visualizing everything I need to do. I'm kind of picturing the movements, the energy that I need to convey. I'm trying to make sure I remember my words. So yes, I get into a zone where I completely zone everything out. I visualize and I pray. I pray to God first, and then when me and God have our one-on-one, then it's just me time where I sit up there and kind of like meditate and I visualize what it is I need to do. And then once I get done, I'm a complete nervous wreck afterwards. And you know this, Rob. I will literally leave a venue. Yeah, I'll shake hands and say, hey, whoever I need to say hey to, but then I'm out. I got a reputation of being called the Phantom of performing, because I would perform and then I'd leave because I'm such a nervous wreck afterwards, because if I didn't do something right, or if I feel like something could have been done better, I'm hard on myself. I'm my worst critic. So yes, I just pray and meditate before I go and hit any stage.
So, but one of the most funnest times I ever had on stage was with Third over in the IE opening up for Sly Boogie. That was one of the most funnest times I had, when you had your whole family on stage and a statement was made that night. A statement was definitely made that night. I felt like you were the hottest act on there other than the person headlining. So I felt bad for really who was going to follow up after you, like to try to match that energy. So definitely shout outs to you and your craft for that. But going back to like taking it back, because the first track I ever heard from you was Ahead of My Time. And that still banged that track. So where did you get inspiration to actually put that song together? Like, what motivated you? Who did you like? You know, like, there's some of the lyrics there that I was just like, yo, how's he putting this together? Like, break it down for me on that song, man. Like,
so for Ahead of My Time, and you know, first shout out to my newly brother-in-law, Sly Boogie, you know, for that show, because for those who don't know, Sly Boogie is actually Jessica's brother, you know, and I didn't know this back then. I didn't even know her back then. We were assigned to open up for him, and then some years later, some almost like 18, 17 years later, I meet her, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. For Ahead of My Time, literally when the beat was inspiration, because it was West Coast meets East Coast hip hop. And RIP to Jerry Heller, you know, for saying the one thing is that you need to have a story. You know, in order for you to succeed in music, or even to be considered like any type of artist, a successful artist has to have a story.
So I wanted to tell my story a little bit, and ahead of my time was me taking the time to actually give kudos or give props or give shout outs to the people who actually inspired me, and to tell my story how I came up. Because a lot of times I was writing my rhymes in San Bernardino, even though I was going back and forth between San Diego County and San Bernardino. I always found inspiration in my hometown, so I was writing my earliest rhymes in that city. And I wanted to make sure that, I gave props to those who inspired me, as far as like, Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, LL, Method, Ben, saying, and my cousins, JJ Fad, because their story inspired me. And I figured, like, if somebody who came from the IE, from Rialto, San Bernardino County, can go like gold and platinum, and this is my bloodline, then I could do that too. And I felt like I had to honor both them and NWA, because again, if it wasn't for Easy, there would be no JJ Fad. If it wasn't for no Jerry, saying Jerry and Easy, there would be no Ruthless. So I wanted to give homage to the ones who actually, laid down the foundation, and I wanted to establish that I'm the next entity, or I'm a branch off of that family tree.
Nice. So my last question to you is, it's kind of a two-part question. Okay. So
hey, hold on before you ask it. It's been a long ass 15 minutes, Adoration. I'm just saying.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't. Thank you.
No, hey, Adoration, I'm not clocking you. It's always a pleasure and an honor and a privilege.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, real quick, before we get into to Rob's next question, shout out. I love everything you're doing with the Curvy Girl Chronicles, everything that you're doing with your platform, and uplifting women who are voluptuous, who got curves, because I'm all about uplifting and putting the spotlight. So I love everything that you're doing with your platform, and just know that, we, as me, 3rd Degree, Jess, Quez, even I'll speak for Method, we support you 100%. I even told you at some point I'm going to be clipping up some of your clips, and I'm gonna put them on the show too, because I want that to get the views, spotlights, and everything. So I love what you're doing. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
Feel free to use my motto too, dude. I always tell them, if you're not thick, you can't play with my. Yeah.
Oh, sir.
Put that on a shirt.
Real quick. I love what she's doing, because again, we get so many negative connotations. You know what I'm saying, about what it is to be like. I guess there's a stigma where you got to be like a certain like size, complexion, whatever. And Adoration is crushing the game by showing like, no, you can still be this and still dress fashionable. You can still be cute. You can still be sexy. You can still be confident. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to over sexualize yourself. You can still be confident within the clothes that you rock. You can still be confident within your energy. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude, your aura. And so I 100% stand behind the movement that you're doing. And again, you're a family of this show. You're one of the supporters of this show. So, we're going to definitely support you and stand behind you in your journey.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I really do.
Hey.
I appreciate that. But to Quez, thank you so much for calling me out. But I did cancel my appointment, so I'm good.
Nah, I was just messing with you,
No, I appreciate it, because sometimes I can lose track of time, and I know Quez, he's a no nonsense type of guy. He's like, look, don't you gotta work?
Hey, like I said, we love you on here.
It's always a blessing when you show up to the show, man. So I
I was like, let me jump on before, but then I was like, you know what? I need a break. Listen, I work on
we missed you, and that's what it is. That's what this whole platform is about. Yeah. We got work, we got lives. As you can see, we went through a hell of a day on Juneteenth. This is your outlet, you know what I'm saying, where you can come, relax, let your hair down. This is what it is. This is what it is. And shout out to Scenario. He said toe business. He's from Rialto, you know what I'm saying? I got love for Rialto, but it's San Bernardino over here. West Side. You know by way of San Diego County, you know what I'm saying?
He was up late watching B2K and Pretty Ricky.
He sure was. That's a whole nother conversation.
Nothing wrong with Pretty Ricky.
Hey man, you guys are the catalyst, or you guys called it. You guys are the Negro dominances of this, because you said Pretty Ricky was, you stood by and hey, shout out to Scenario and Method Days, because Pretty Ricky did that from what I heard. The internet streets is talking. But yeah, but what was your question, Method?
All right, so before I get into that, because it is a two-part question, okay? One thing I do want to give you your flowers and let you know I do appreciate the friendship that we built over the years. Your professionalism when it came to actually doing shows, showing up, showing out. Even in the studio, I was just mind blown how you just put stuff together to where you were just doing simple ad libs, or how you would just change the tone of how a track would go, or even help write a hook. Like even when we had our trip over to that bootleg Tupac wannabe over at Tony Corleone's mansion and end up still in the spotlight. And it was just like, I felt like this may sound like a bad analogy, but I was like, yo, I got the baddest dog on the block with me right here. Like this dude's a pit bull. He will eat you, bro. And when they did that cypher, I just sat back with a smirk right next to his manager.
You set him up.
I said, what's this, bro? And he just like ate him up. It was, yeah, but you know, the good memories, the good times we had, and even just adding more to it, man. So I definitely want to thank you for that. And going to the two-part question. In your opinion, what was your favorite show / performance you ever done? And two, what was your favorite track that you ever done?
Oh, you would hit me with the hard ones.
Yeah. We got a lot of stories, Jessica. A lot of stories. Like,
I'm gonna start off with the easiest one to do. What might be one of my favorite tracks. It's a two-parter. The first one being Evaporate. You know, for those who don't know, Evaporate, EVAPARTE, Evaporate, ATE. I'm sorry, I'm a little, out of here. But because again, like, I've done so many different like songs, and I guess you consider underground and this and that. But when I did Evaporate, and the response to that, when I tell you, like, when I put that out on MySpace, the amount of I guess reposting on people's pages, what I'm saying, like the shares, like people would put that on there, that would be their song on their profile. It just let me know, like, hey, I need to do a video to that. And then when I did the video, the response that I got to it, and when I actually performed that song live, it was actually at the Key Club in Hollywood. I was performing that, and mind you, I was opening up for the Dean's List. And they're like they had like a white crowd. There was like a white hip hop crowd that was in this Key Club in Hollywood. And the minute that song dropped, and I said, "Any position you wish, and baby, I get to kissing," and I locked in on this one girl, saying, she was with her dude. She lost her mind. She's, like, and so literally when I got off the stage, I promise you, certified, if you're watching still, he can attest this, because he didn't believe it. Her dude came up and said, "Hey, that was a hell of a show, man. It was dope. Do you mind taking a picture with me and my girl?" Mind you, it's this girl. So mind you, I put my arm around her. She's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she lost her mind. And, that was one of the good feedbacks from that. So I had to say the favorite song is Evaporate. One of them. The second one is, hands down, is Cry for Jalen, which has been like a sleeper creeper, because I put this out in like 2020, maybe even earlier. But I put it on my project, Eyes Behind Shade, because just as of now, within the last like year, I don't know who has found it, whatever, but a lot of my songs have been finding new life on TikTok, on Facebook, you know, and people have been using like making user generated content. And so the latest one has been Cry for Jalen. And so the one thing I wanted to showcase, and if I don't even mean to really kind of put a darker mood, I was going through a dark time. During that time, I just got divorced from my son's mother. I lost my son. He had passed away prematurely. I was in a dark space. And at that point, I wanted to kind of just end my life. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I wanted to do before I left this earth was just leave something behind. Like, since he couldn't be here physically, I wanted to leave behind a song that would showcase my love for my son. And people would probably have a better understanding from me. And I literally took my time. It was the longest song I've ever like had to craft and record and put out. And I think within that process of prolonging it and creating it, gave me a different perspective. And I slowly went from depression into walking out of depression, recording that song. It was therapy. And once it was completed, it was a sign of completion for me. And it gave me kind of like that healing. So whenever I have these feelings of missing my son, I can go back and play it. But the one thing that I could say that when I was even started with making music, is that I wanted to reach people who literally were going through something, and I can actually give them the music or the soundtrack for their life. So if people are making user generated content with the Cry for Jalen, shout out to Brazil, shout out to people on Facebook who are just keeping this song alive because it means something to them. Maybe they may have gone through what I went through with this song. It gives them a guidebook. It gives them a soundtrack in order, and hopefully it helps you get through what I went through. So those are my two favorite songs.
Favorite performance?
Come on. Wow.
One of my favorite performances was just a couple of years ago in Miami. That was the most I ever got paid for. But for 6 minutes of performance time, that was like, hey, I can do this anytime you want me to. Let me know. Two of the meaningful ones was opening up for Bone Thugs and Harmony, Warren G, and Sugar Free and DJ Quick. But the one that I could say was the full circle moment for me was opening up for Method Man, because he's actually on my top 10. He's one of my favorite MCs, who's who I studied, and the full circle moment to actually open up for him, Redman and RZA, because RZA was there that day, was definitely like a full circle moment for me, to actually, for someone who gave me inspiration, who I studied the flow, to actually sit up there and actually now open up for him on the last hip hop show of the Key Club in Hollywood. It meant something to me. One more is, I would have to say, the Lil' Kim show, because that's what I would say it was the most celebrity filled performance I ever did, and so many people were there, and it was just love.
All right.
Good stuff. Jess, you got some questions too, right, Jess? What you got?
Oh, she's done it.
She's ready too. Well, she's tied up and everything. Relax.
Yeah, I got some questions. Rob took one of them, but it's okay.
I didn't know.
Great mind.
Wait, Jess. Why don't you sing the questions to him? What is your favorite beat?
Oh gosh. Well, one of the questions is, how do you memorize your most complex verses for live performances?
Woo. That's a great one, Jess.
Because I have not seen you perform, so
Yet.
Wedding day, hello. Wedding, hello.
Yeah, besides at our wedding.
Well, here's the thing. It ties into my whole creative process, because
when it comes to writing, I used to actually write physically in a notebook with a pen and a pad. But shout out to another inspiration of mine, Tupac and then Jay-Z. I learned from Jay-Z that, hey, because I freestyle a lot, you know what I'm saying? So how I create now is when I hear a beat and when I hear that beat, I start mumbling and words start coming. And I don't write physically to the beat no more. I let the beat play and I let the words come to me. So when the words actually come to me and you can actually memorize like a bar or you can even memorize like your verse, that's when it's time to record. So when you record that, you already have that the verses already memorized in your head because it's repetition because you're not writing it down. And especially with me, as you know, I'm on the road 24/7. So you can't necessarily sit and just write or type or whatever. You have to memorize these bars. So I memorize the bars. I come up with a couple of bars like blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Then you go to the next one. And the most memorable bars stay in your head. So after I record the song, I will go back and write it physically. So therefore I can visualize what it is I'm actually saying. So, and then from that, I take from when I'm actually writing as like a photographic memory. So when it's time to perform, I know the words, what it is to actually perform. So I know it's kind of ass backwards, but that's how I actually memorize my lyrics. And then because sometimes it's embedded in you, some of these words, where some of them are placed because you have them written down somewhere.
I've seen it in person in the studio.
We finna kick Scenario out
on the fly. Like he just
Scenario gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Drake is nowhere in my top 10. But he's
Drake.
Hey, Drake has took a couple of bars from your boy 3rd Degree. Let's leave it there.
Oh right. Ooh.
Scenario, you reached your comment limit for the day. So we appreciate you showing up for the show. Have a great evening.
I'm with you, Scenario. I like Drake. He just picked a fight with the wrong guy.
That's
I agree.
He made a bad business decision. A real bad one.
He made a bad life. That's what he did.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry. That Scenario came in here with this nonsense.
The next question is, as an independent artist, what has been the biggest challenge in growing your fan base and streaming numbers?
Ooh, it's been the changing of platforms because starting out when Rob was talking about the MySpace days, it was again one of these things where I had to learn social media, and I was anti-social media at first, which Jess probably may not believe. But I did not want to be on no MySpace, no nothing, whatever. But because I got an interview with CC the Mamacita, shout out to CC.
Love you, CC girl.
We love you, CC. They had the local IE spotlight, and because technically, funk whatever you haters got to say, I am IE. I was blessed and fortunate enough to come through with an interview. So because of that, shout out to Navaja, which is Jason, Jason Griffin and Nathan Soul Train. They created me a Facebook, no, not Facebook, but a MySpace. They say, hey, here's your MySpace login, here's this and that. And I was so mad, but I got it because again, at that point we had the interview going, but then also too, no Diddy, but whatever. My demo had made it to Bad Boy. So we had Bad Boy looking at me. So any publicity was good publicity. So it's a matter of, okay, we need a centralized location for people to come get your music. So it became a thing of, okay, now MySpace. So, I took MySpace seriously. I treated it like a job. When I was working, I basically would get off work and would give like an hour, 30 minutes, or hour 30, whatever, to social media. And because I was smart enough to know, okay, look, I like girls. When the girls, whatever, I would go on to add any type of girl, search for girls in different cities, states, countries, and they would add me. When they heard the music, they would set up there and they would put my songs on their profile.
So that was easy. So then once that happened, I got accustomed to it. You're getting like thousands of downloads. You're getting like thousands of streams. And then next thing you know, the music industry wanted to recognize streams or streams as actually sales or whatnot. So then the platform changed. So now they wanted to start, taking in an account these actual streams. So then now you had MySpace dying out, but then here comes Facebook, here comes Reverb Nation, here comes Spotify, here comes Apple Music. So it was one of the challenges that I faced was actually having to get 1 million streams on MySpace, thousands of downloads, to now where they were considered streams for like, as actual what's the word I'm looking for? Units. They counted those for units sold. So now these streams are now being counted for units. So now it's actually having to start from ground zero to start right back up. And the one thing I could say is that, with your fan base, sometimes your fan base doesn't go with you to these platforms. So you got to start fresh and new. You got to start like, hey, reintroducing yourself and giving these platforms your music and introduce them to your personality. So that's been the biggest challenge and the hurdles is actually trying to recreate that.
Good question.
And my last question is, if you could build your dream track, I already know the answer to this, but if you could build your dream track with any producer and any featured artist in the game, who would you choose?
If you don't
of all time or now?
Or if you don't say
anybody.
Me, I'm just not on the list. It's over.
Anybody and everybody. Dream track.
Go ahead.
Drake.
She said it.
Let's call Canada and Drake. Let's get it popping. You already used a couple of my lyrics for 5 a.m. in Toronto, so let's actually get a. Now I'm playing like my dream. Ooh, that's a great question, Jess. My dream producer. It's a two, Dr. Dre and Timberland. Dr. Dre for the obvious reason because he produced my cousins, him and Arabian Prince, who shouted out. They produced Supersonic, so it would be like a full circle moment as far as like again, Jerry Heller took me underneath his wing. He gave me a co-sign. And, I take that back. Dr. Dre gave me a co-sign back on the MySpace days. So for those that don't know, when MySpace is popping, you can leave comments, whatever. This is around the time of what's this that I'm forgetting my Ready for the World. I dropped that project. It's popping, whatever. Things are going good. I even took one of his tracks that he did with 50 and I did a 3 mix. So what he did was he dropped a comment with the Aftermath logo in my comment section, and you couldn't tell me anything came from directly from the Dr. Dre page. Mind you, the same dude who produced my cousins with Supersonic giving me another cosign, you couldn't tell me ish. So the only thing that I would wish was to actually get an actual a track produced by him telling me like, third, this is what we're going to do, boom, 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 or Timberland. And then as of right now, my dream track of live MCs would be with Kendrick. I would want to do something with Kendrick. It would have been with Nip. The other one I would have done something with would have been Pac. I would definitely would have done something with Pac. But Pac has played such an instrumental role in my career from beyond the grave that, like so many people who have known him, it gave me cosigns, it gave me love. I would say right now it would be Kendrick or DJ Quick.
Wow,
that's crazy. Like I was thinking about that too. Like, but Jess asked, like one of the producers I always want to work with, her brother did a song with him, Scott Storch. That is right. Yeah, but that's like my favorite track by her brother. It's nothing. That beat was
nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? So we're gonna speak this into existence. I would actually love to do a track with my brother-in-law too. I left the space on Always Home. You can get it on King Third, Spotify, Apple Music. I left the space open. Hopefully he'd hear it because he's from West Side San Bernardino too, and I want to get on with him too. But again, I was such a cheerleader for him because he's from San Bernardino, from the West Side. I was rooting for that dude heavy. So even when we opened up for him, Rob, in 2007, I sent him the flyer. He said, "Man, that was a minute ago." Like, yeah, man, it was. I didn't even think about it. 2007. That opened up again for 2009. So yeah, we done shows together. Now it's time to do a track. But and come to find out, some years later, I'd meet his sister, and then now here we are. I was married to her now.
Low key owes you a track. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I married your sister. You got to do a track now, bro.
That's crazy. Like a lot of people don't realize that was a Scotch Storch beat, bro. Like this dude did that. Like everyone knows about the lean back and a bunch of other stuff.
And for those that don't know, Scott Storch is a student of Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the Roots. So I would love to even work with him too. Or
collab with the Roots too.
He's a hell of a producer too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, DJ Quick, a hell of a producer too. I think he slept on a lot too. Musical genius.
And you know what? And I gotta get a song with the scenario. You know what I'm saying? The dude can sing, and he sent me a beat. We supposed to be doing something. As a matter of fact, I wanted him on the hook for Always Home, the scheduling conflicts, but we still might circle it back and make that happen though. So shout out to Scenario, even though he loves Pretty Ricky.
Right. Even
Yo, Scenario, real talk. I had the Busted Baby loaded on the deck. Wow, crazy things are going at the wedding. I was like, I'm about to save this for another day, bro. Like, I don't want this dude snapping on me. Like, I was actually gonna play it when they danced. I was gonna be like, but nah. I didn't want to deal with the consequences and repercussions. But it was there. I swear to God, it was there, bro. It was there.
All right, we're gonna do one more topic. We already over time, so we
over time. So, what you guys want to go into?
Man, you know what the people want. Cut it out.
Karmelo?
You know it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
let's go with it.
We can't even run no. I'll run a quick little ad real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, we skipped all ads.
we did, but I got Kevin Mercer again because the greedy ass bartender ate up all our meats. We had to go to Melba's. You know what I'm saying? We went to Melba's like, hey man, we need like just chicken. How much for some chicken? Oh, because he was supposed to come, but he had to fire his griller because he kept grilling or burning all the ribs. So he had to man the grill and do it himself. He's like, I couldn't even make it. But what we gonna do for y'all? He gave us 2 free hats and he gave us 25 pieces of chicken so we can have for our side because I'm big back ass daughter of the bartender sat there and ate all our meat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kevin Mercer.
In San Bernardino at Melba's. Now we heard about them through a post on Instagram, and since we've been craving soul food, me and my fiance drove all the way from LA, plus we love supporting Black-owned businesses. When we got there, you can see so many locals very excited, waiting for their food. Everything's made fresh to order, the staff is super friendly, and they're really here to make you feel at home. We were so excited. I went with Melba's famous fried chicken. Just hear this crunch. It's fried good and it's super juicy. For my 2 sides, I went with potato salad and baked beans. Plus, I added on cornbread. Alberto ordered hot links paired with candied yams and mac and cheese. And with this reaction, it's safe to say that we're definitely coming back. Come support Melba's here in San Bernardino.
All right, y'all. Yeah, Melba's in San Bernardino. Shout out to them. We love them. They family. And Jessica, Quez, Method, Adoration. I'm going to need y'all to hold this down because I got to go pay Diddy. And I'll be right back. Y'all handle it.
I'm gonna say me too. Me too. I'll be right back. Yo.
Wow.
Well, while he's doing that, we need people here. So for those that don't know, Karmelo Anthony was, to me, and I'm gonna go ahead because too much information has been coming out. He's been wrongly convicted, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he necessarily got the fair shake that he needed. Quez wasn't here for this topic too. But again, I don't understand how this dude could sit up there and literally defend himself when you got somebody placing their hands on you, and he defends himself. You know what I'm saying? Or he got scared. But so at the end of the day, you know, I don't necessarily think he deserved to get, you know, first degree, you know, unaliving, maybe manslaughter. But for the charges, 35 years, I think that was harsh. I think that was really extensive. And there's too many red flags in this case. The judge having a case or having a court date on a Saturday, then then Karmelo gets convicted of 35 years, then he abruptly retires.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing Charleston White, I think he's a plant, you know, telling the family not to hire any black attorneys or blah, blah, blah. The fact that there was no black juries, you know, so he was not convicted by a jury of his peers. These are some outsiders. You know, but he got 35 years for what? And then when the video comes out, we see the aggressors in the video, but he gets 35 years. So Quez, what's up, Shanti? How you doing? You know, Adoration, I want to, since you're abroad, I want you to give your thoughts on what you know or what you feel about this. And I will be right back. Jess is going to hold POP holding down.
Let's get it.
I mean, I can just start off. I live over here in Asia. And, you know, you got to watch this stuff happen back in your home. You know what I mean? And you're not even there to, I don't know, like there's nothing you can do. Not really. But it's hard to watch because 1 second it's a black boy, because you're watching these cases simultaneously. So 1 second it's a black boy getting, you know, I don't know, I can use the word down, and nothing. Just nothing. Just self-defense. A little scrawny teenager, the same age as my youngest brother, doesn't even know what a weapon is at this age. And he can get chased down by multiple adults and knocked off the face of the earth. Nothing. And then you turn around and you get a young man approached by multiple people who are bigger than him, because I know I looked at the stats of the sizes. Attacked at a meet in the middle of the rain. So it's not like he can just leave. You know what I mean? He can, but it doesn't even make any sense. And then he defends himself, not even with the same caliber of weapon, mind you. And he gets 35 years. And I'm still looking at I don't know the guy's name. What's his name? Chow. And I'm trying to figure out how, I mean, I know, let me be honest, I know, but it's so enraging to see these things happen at the same time. See the difference in how you are treated in your own land, in your own country. It is, it's draining. You know, it's really draining. And and people always ask, oh, why are you always talking about this? Oh, if you stop keeping racism alive and stop talking about it, then it won't exist. And it's like, that's a lie, y'all. That is such a lie. It is like, I mean, teenager. This boy is a teenager. He didn't get treated as a teenager. And yet, on the other hand side, a teenager gets, you know, unalived by adults, and this person gets no conviction. The night and day of the justice system for Black people in our own country is horrible. It's
say that.
It's guys, I'm telling you, like I haven't been able to breathe. And it's like, of course, it's so sad, to be honest. And to see those things happen at the same time, to see one day this guy doesn't get convicted because, he was defending himself. He was protecting his son, who was older than this other teenager. So it's like, why he got to protect his son? And then you turn around and say, okay, what about this self-defense? Oh, no, that's not self-defense. What makes it not self-defense? The color of his skin? The color of his skin. That's what makes it not self-defense. That's what changes the entire narrative. It's the color of your skin. I bet you if I laid this case out, both cases out for anybody, and I didn't change any detail, not one detail, but the color of these two boys' skin, the boy who passed away, and the boy who's now in jail for 35 years, if I change the color of their skin to any color, he will be outraged.
Yeah, we would have absolutely different outcomes. Absolutely
different outcomes. Absolutely different. Yep. If they had done that at that gas station store to a white boy, the whole world will be outraged. The whole world will be outraged. And I will be outraged. The whole world. But the problem is when it's us, it's just us. We will be there to boycott and fight for anybody else because I'll be outraged. If it was any color, I would be just as outraged. Absolutely. The problem is we're the only ones who nobody else is outraged with us. It's just us. Just us.
No, that's a very valid point, Adoration, because speaking to the child situation, if that would have been a 14-year-old white, Asian, Hispanic, any other race, I would be equally outraged. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why white supremacy doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Because if I could see the value in human life, like even with Karmelo Anthony, like it's hella unfortunate that the tables turned the way they did. But if we gonna play the game and say one is self-defense and the other one is not, then I have to quickly recall how y'all said George Zimmerman was justified in chasing another young black teen down, even after being advised not to, getting off on self-defense. I have to bring up Kyle Rittenhouse. You know what I'm saying? Who because people keep saying Karmelo was where he wasn't supposed to be, and Kyle Rittenhouse went to a whole nother state with a legal firearm and shot some people. You know what I'm saying? And unalive too. And then I have to say that Daniel Panning, who snuck up on a brother on the train and choked him from behind, and he actually did nothing to anybody, got off on self-defense. What is self-defense then? When are we clarifying just self-defense? When every time somebody that looks like me tries to defend themselves, they automatically become the aggressor, and all of a sudden laws change, and I see people online justifying nonsense. So,
real quick, because I know we're late and I don't want to keep you guys. But so we just learned of an update. So now Karmelo Anthony has a new set of high-powered lawyers to spearhead his appeal, because immediately as he was sentenced to 35 years, they now appealed that. So now he got rid of his old attorney again, who was barely calling objections. And for me, if you watch Perry Mason or any of these like lawyer shows, some of the stuff was elementary. Like, how do you not really fight for the thing of self-defense, especially how Quez so eloquently put it? In the state of Texas, if you have a fear for your life, and this time, this dude actually put his hands on him. And what we learned, allegedly, because again, supposedly, it was Hunter on Metcalf, or the other brother, whatever his name is, not Austin. It was Hunter, I believe, right? That actually put his hands on Karmelo, and and he gave a whole nother description or whatever, the statement to the police than what it was that he did when he was put on stand. Like things have changed. Like to where this dude was literally sitting in a tent where he was invited by his friend, and then he got approached by some people who saying, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And I'm gonna pull a page from them. Why are you feeling like you were the authority to tell this dude to move? Why couldn't you go get an adult or go get a coach or go get somebody to tell him to move, whatever? Why do you feel like you needed to? But you put your hands on him. So again, whether he brought a knife to a fist fight or whatever, this young dude was in fear for his life, and you put your hands on him.
And may he have overreacted? Maybe so. We don't know. But you would still probably be alive if you did not approach this man or this young kid and actually put your hands on him or tell him to leave. You would still be alive. It had his father would have taught his son boundaries.
Right.
And to stop being a bully. Because let's think about it though. Like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all have been on teams. It's raining, it's pouring, raining outside. You can't, I mean, somebody can't stand under your tent. What is that? What kind of behavior?
And that's been my argument the whole time because I ran track, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Locally and you know what I'm saying, in the AAU and I ran for, you know, Team USA, went to the Junior Olympics twice. So if you've been to a track meet, you know, you can go under anybody's tent. That's like when you're running, man, we under tents trying to holler at girls from other schools, other cities, other states. We catching up with people we ain't seen since the last track meet or whatever, you know, somebody we cool with, family or friends from different cities and states. Like to me, that's egregious, but also in the same breath, and I know Rob gonna get mad at me, but it's okay. Because here comes your history lesson. You know, ever since you know, black people were freed, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Juneteenth. You know that they actually had physical laws on the books where black people couldn't defend themselves against a white man. And growing up and having, you know, knowledge of this, you know, it may not be a written law anymore, but it's still the color of the law, which bothers me, right? Because 99%, statistically, 99% of black self-defense cases are lost. That's a high damn percentage of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? And it begs to differ. Like Adoration said, people keep saying, stop talking about race, when we should really be saying, stop being racist.
Stop being racist.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to talk about it if you didn't do it. That's all I'm saying. But I'll leave it right there. Yeah,
and I tell people too, like, you're so worried about talking about it, but it's like, imagine something's happening. I said it's uncomfortable to talk about somebody being unalived. I told them, but somebody being unalived is more uncomfortable than talking about somebody being unalived. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? I told them, you're acting like it's actually not happening.
Right.
Every single day. I have a little brother that age. Now, what do I hit him? Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? Please don't go to the store and buy no water. Or don't go to the store and not buy no water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I live over here. That's why I don't live over there. I can't do it.
No, I definitely hear you. And I always tell my children, you know what I'm saying, my sons, and third know this guy, I say this all the time. I've been saying this. All signs of aggression will be met with equal or greater force. You can't, because I at the end of the day, and we all know the old head said this, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, somebody got to live to tell the story. I'd rather you do what you need to do to survive the encounter than for me to have to figure out what really happened and you can't say nothing. At the end of the day, you do what you need to do, and we'll deal with the rest later.
Right.
But I mean, that's just how I live life, and that's, you know, for my sons, which I just so happen to have, you know, 4 of them. That's always going to be my motto. I don't give a damn what these people talking about. I'd rather you live and we fight than you to, you know what I'm saying, cower and become a victim. And then I got to figure out putting the pieces together around that without you being able to let me know what really happened, because we see all the time young Black individuals being unalived with no video evidence, even though it's 2026 and everybody got a Ring doorbell cameras, it's camera on stoplights, But
You
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'd rather you survive the encounter, and I'll do everything within my power. Even if you do have to go to jail for the remainder of your life, I can still see you.
Right. You're alive.
I can live with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't live with somebody saying, "Oh, well, he just accidentally tripped and fell off a tree limb with a rope around his neck because he didn't like his life." Like, I'm not going for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you survive the encounter, sir. And
Method. What are your thoughts, or did I miss? Did you share any thoughts about how you feel about this?
No. My thoughts on this is, I don't really want to talk about the incident what took place. To me, my thing is the double standard needs to effing stop, dude. Like, it's so blatantly obvious. Like, there needs to be punishment on that. Like, honestly, like, it needs to stop. Like, we can go back with cases with, like what Question said, with Kyle Rittenhouse getting away with it, to several to cases that date 30 years back. And no matter how far we go back or who we use as an example, bottom line is it's double standard.
Right.
It's disgusting. And Doc Rivers said it best, man. It's hard to love a country that constantly hates you so much.
Come on.
It's right there, dude.
That's the word. Put that on a shirt. That's the word.
Don't put that up, man. Definitely.
That's the word.
And I mean, I'm trying so hard not to cuss, but Texas, you really need to pull your head out your arse big time. You guys are messing up. Like, you guys been messing up. You messed up on so many cases, so many issues. Like,
say that shit, Rob. I curse. I'm cheering. I'm hyping you up. I'm gonna hype you, man. Say that.
it's seriously, they need to pull their head out their ass.
Yeah.
You guys are like, it's beyond stupid. It is beyond stupid. Like, that's how bad that is. Like, there's so many bad cases going on with you guys in your district, in your state alone. Like, get it together, man. Like, get it together. Grown ass adults stuck in their dumbass ways. If you guys can't see that, you need to get the hell out of office, man, and get somebody else in there that can. So,
come on.
I mean, I don't. Looking at the case alone, right there, it is true. It is absolutely true, and you can't deny it. If he's a different color, it's not going down like that.
You know what?
It's so very factual. Sorry to cut you off, Third, but you know, during research this week, it's so very factual that there's another case in Texas that's less than 30 miles away from where this happened, where a young Caucasian individual took a knife to school, made Facebook posts about wanting to put the individual that he poked to unaliving, saying that he was going to put him in ICU, actually unalived this young man and got less than 10 years. Same age, same state.
There you go.
And we're having a conversation about what's fair and what's right and exact when you give somebody of the same age who was defending himself. Not like this is premeditated. He gets under 10 years.
Yep.
Same exact age. You know what I'm saying? On a school campus in the bathroom, and we're talking about somebody at a track meet. Don't play with me.
And then on top of that, bro, I hate to bring this up, but the people who want to bomb rush the Capitol and kill senators,
come on.
Like, make that make sense.
And by the way, not only that, they have offended multiple times after that. Somebody did a deep dive on all of them and what they've done after that.
Offended. A couple of them,
I know what you're talking about.
A couple of them are,
PDF files.
Man. Yes, exactly.
And some of them have been taking lives and taking booty and taking everything all in the same, and yet they get pardoned. But you know, again, this along with the Barry Henderson case, we're gonna two-pick. We're gonna talk about, even if we got to revisit it next week, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. However, we're gonna stay on top of that, along with the Tupac case, along with like I said, the Barry Henderson, along with this Karmelo Anthony. We're going to keep you updated. We're going to speak on it and watch the hypocrisy unfold.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely going to touch upon it. But real quick, I got to shout out Method X has a show next week in San Diego.
Hey.
Yeah, 4th of July over at Fiesta Island, right on the beach. It is an all-day. It is an all-day fest from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night. We're talking about like 30 different DJs, 3 different stages, open to the crowd. It's gonna be crazy, and it's absolutely free. It's
absolutely free. So, i.e., LA, San Diego County, make sure you go out to where?
Fiesta Island, San Diego, California, bro.
Yes.
And I got the info right here. If you guys want to get a pin drop, actually, and it's great how they organize this. If you guys want to get a pin drop, send a text to 760-760-2962. They will pin drop you the location exactly.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's great.
Right. Also, too, we have our very own DY3 Quiz, who has an event coming out tomorrow, the Boss Up Brunch. I'm gonna show a little quick a quick ad. You know what I'm saying? We'll come back. Let them talk about it real quick. Now I gotta ask you guys, since I got adoration on here, we gotta talk about this because Rob been waiting on it too. We're not gonna keep you too long, but we gotta talk about at least touch on it. The Michael Jackson biopic, since especially as passing was yesterday. We gotta talk about that real quick. But shout out to DY3 Quez because he has to get his beauty sleep because he has an event. But here it goes right here.
You've seen the footage from last year. Well, Boss Up Brunch is back, and our very own Marquez Miller is back in the building. Join everybody June 27th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Yard Party ATL. Make sure you pull up. If you've seen them, you know the events are fun, packed with business, and plenty of networking and plenty of praising. Pull up to Boss Up Brunch, June 27th at the Yard Party ATL. See you there.
Oh my God, I wish
Shout out to you, man. You hold it down. You show up. I seen video footage of last year's Boss Up Brunch. It was dope. My pops pulled up, man. So drop the info, man. Speak on it.
Yeah, shout out to Pops for that, man. That was big love, man. I appreciated that last year. This year it's even bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my older sons with me. You know, my oldest son.
Both of them with you this time?
Huh? Yeah, I got both of them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you know, my oldest son got to see me last year speak in person, which was his first time. And you know, now I got the younger of my oldest two. He's here for the summer, so you know, they both get to see me speak. But it's always a blessing to add value to a room, you know. And the fact that they reach out to me every year has been, you know, encouraging because regardless of what people think, I talk a lot, but talking in person in front of a lot of people is a whole totally different thing. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And it's nerve-wracking, like Third talked about, like before I speak and after I speak, you know, I'm very critical of myself as well. And you know, I actually took today off of work so that I could mentally prepare to be in that space tomorrow. And you know, we're gonna be talking about the journey through going through your valley, you know, because the word says, you know, as you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you shouldn't fear evil. So I placed it around business because as people run through business, you have your doubts and your moments and your fears and your inhibitions, but the key word is through. You're not supposed to stop. You're not supposed to make camp. You're not supposed to hang out there. You're supposed to get through. And, you know, that's what I'll be speaking about tomorrow. So be looking out for the videos. I'm going to try to get some good content this year. It's in a better venue. Yes. And hopefully the sound quality is a lot better than last year. So that I can actually have some content to promote my new speaking business, because that's one of the avenues I'm walking into is motivational speaking, and a lot of it has to do with this podcast in general, because Third gets mad at me because I always say, this is your thing, I just be here. You know what I'm saying? I just be here to help. But Third has always encouraged me to speak my truth and to be confident in such. And it's actually helped me in my motivational speaking journey with being able to resonate with people and talk without any inhibitions. So shouts out to you for that, brother. And I appreciate you and I love you. And I'm always give you your big ups on that one. But this is still your show. And I'll just be here to support and here for my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because this is his vision. And I want him to be successful. Just like I know he want me to be successful. So I appreciate it.
I want everybody to be successful. Even Adoration, shout out your business. Shout out what you're going through right now with the Curvy Girl Chronicles. Where can they check you out?
My Facebook page is Adoration X Official. That's my Instagram page, Facebook page. Adoration Simons. That's how you can find me. But yeah, I'm working on it.
We got you. Hey, me, Method, Quez, Jess, we're here to help support. We're gonna make sure that pops off too. This platform is gonna be what you use to launch it, and if we can give you more viewers or whatever, that's what we're gonna do. Jess, what you got going?
I'm married now.
Recovering from the wedding.
Yeah.
She's all about sprained ankle.
No treats. Yeah, I ain't doing no treats. I gotta get my ankle better.
Yeah,
no.
Shout out to my wife right here, because like I said, she sat out there and put the idea. I sparked the idea. She like, okay, I got it. Next thing you know, she went over in the board. Everything. It was a collaborative thing, but I would say she took the head on a lot of stuff, and I've seen a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of energy being put into it. And
last night was the longest sleep that I've gotten.
Yeah.
For the month. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. No matter how much money was spent, energy, chaos, the smile that I've seen on this woman's face from the time that it's happened to now has been well worth it. It's a memory that keeps playing back in my head every single day, and it needed to happen the way it happened, because again, if I can encourage anybody out there who's thinking about marriage, who's thinking about finding a potential partner, whatever, you're gonna go through challenges. The one thing that I can say that Quez has been like a brother, him and Certified, is they've always said the one thing, the easiest thing to do is to quit. You know what I'm saying? And the most rewarding thing to do is to face those obstacles, get through those obstacles. And then once you get through them, the rewards is so much, it's so beneficial at the end of it. And you'll see your blessings come. They preach this to me on a constant basis. And I've seen it firsthand with this wedding here. We faced that it's a metaphor. We face so many obstacles, so many things where we could just say, oh, let's just plan it another day. Let's just tell people come back. But we saw it through. We fought it. Whatever obstacle, whatever challenge came our way, from getting speakers, from big back bartending to family emergencies, what I'm saying, to technical difficulties with whatever, what I'm saying. We faced it. And the people who are meant to be there to support and uplift you, they supported and uplifted you. You know what I'm saying? And it's the greatest testament.
Yeah, it took your meat.
It took the meat, because they ain't getting no meat in real life. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Real quick, we're going to drop it off this on a positive note. Shout out to the Queen for this idea. We got positive. I know Karmelo is a touchy one. And then on a brighter note, the MJ biopic, you know what I'm saying? I had the fortunate of being in one that was in Lifetime, Searching for Neverland. I got a little quick cameo in that. But this biopic that came out was dope. Shout out to Jabbar Jackson. He's on my friends list. Shout out to his sister. Shout out to his family that's on there. I love the biopic. Give a quick... Yes, Rob and I went through it, and it was the most amazing. You know what? Next topic we're going to talk about is wedding days and marriages. We're going to talk about that. So hopefully what we go through will help somebody else get through it, so they don't get discouraged and they go through it. You know what I'm saying?
But on a positive note, MJ biopic. What y'all think?
All right, can I go?
Go ahead.
Honestly, I felt like I was watching Michael Jackson himself, man. The movie was great. It was filmed great. I was just, that was my biggest thing was how you gonna play Michael? And right. I get who they got to play Michael, and the fact that was his first actual big
first time.
Yeah. Wow. Everything from the dance moves to how he just played him, bro. I felt like I was watching Michael himself. Just on that alone, to me, just that was totally worth it. I fell asleep on Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm being honest.
I did too. I had to go back and watch it again. Okay, this is the. But Michael, no, I didn't fall asleep. We seen it twice in the theaters. Yeah. We bought it on Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
You get it on Amazon? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I got it 3 weeks ago, third. I felt like Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, oh my god! I was June
9th. You know what? Adoration, because you're in Asia. Because I know Japan, their theatrical release was June 12th. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's when it got released to theaters June 12th. So yeah, you guys might be a little bit behind out there, but yeah, it's on Amazon out here.
Scenario was done commenting.
Yeah, the whole thing with Bohemian Rhapsody, I felt like the previews were better than the movie. It was boring. This is a boring group. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. I thought it was flat out boring. But with
I got Scenario up. I think Scenario. Hey man, you just need to go ahead and just join the podcast so you can be that other objective voice. Come be a part of the Drop Your 3 Cent family. We're here for you because I'm about to light somebody. All right, they never showed the ugly side of Mike. It didn't seem real, and then he said they made Mike an angel.
Oh, what?
No, he's trying to talk about the accusations. So
but
again,
that was later. They didn't even the movie.
Thank you, Adoration.
This is him coming his own as an
1,
artist,
2,
bro.
3, 4. We could get more movies out of this. What y'all complaining about?
Thank you.
The one that they left out in that time frame that I wanted was the Diana Ross story. I wanted the Diana story.
Hey, but because she sat there and took legal action, so you had to take that out.
I don't care. Change her name to Tony. I wanted the story.
You know what I mean? Hey,
I don't
care. Hint, wink, wink. This is this. We're calling this D'Angela. Then Deanna. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what you're saying. But again, so what was the ugly side of Mike? The one thing that I would have liked.
Not guilty. What was the ugly side?
Thank you, Adoration.
And he's a
thank
black
you.
man.
FBI investigated this dude for over how many years? It's 10 years. They didn't find nothing.
And honestly, they were in cahoots to take him down, bro. And
Thank you.
Found nothing.
So yeah. So it didn't even went. So with this stupid Netflix, I love you and I hate you at the same time. Because you guys put out this stupid documentary called The Verdict, and then you guys tried to make it seem as if he did something. But again, even in your own stupid verdict, the guys who accused him, the kid who accused him, was looking for a payday. The mom sat there tried to get money out of JCPenney. Yeah, even the lawyer who was once Mark Garagos was once defending Mike, turned around and was now defending the ones who are trying to get money out of him now, the Casios. He even said with this case in particular, it was so many red flags, so many things. He was innocent in this case. I'm paraphrasing a bit, but again, that documentary on Netflix was nothing but a hit piece. You know what I'm saying? And again, they're trying to capitalize off the fact that Mike is he's at $960 million grossing worldwide. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is pass Bohemian Rhapsody, 975 to where he becomes the highest grossing biopic of all time. They're capitalizing. So let's put it in mathematical terms. If they spent $150 million to $200 million for a budget and they made $900 million, they got another $200 million to sit here and make a sequel. They can make another sequel and still everybody is profiting. because it's going to make that much more money off of it. So if you sit up here and think that they're not going to sit up there and, oh, he touched me. It's easy to say that, Michael Jackson came in my dreams and he touched my leg and my thigh, so I'm suing. You know what I mean? It's complete bullshit. And for you, sit here scenario, you know this, but it's because you're a Pretty Ricky fan.
Pretty Ricky has nothing to do with it.
You're a Drake fan.
No, listen, I'm all the way out here in Taiwan. All right, Michael Jackson is he's the wall. The walls are Michael Jackson. They're selling like, I don't know, these people are a little weird. So they were selling like posters. Like, you're supposed to go to the movie theater, buy you a poster, and go in the movie theater to watch the movie. It's weird, but it is what it is. So Michael Jackson is so big, even over here, like all the way across. You can't take him down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. As much as he did for charity, as much as he did for community, like, I love the fact they included that background footage when he went with the gang members and put it all together. Like, and he's done it several times. I think that was probably the first one he did it.
Not just once, right? He made a song called Blue Gangster. And this is after his experience with some Crips. There was real Crips who said no. He was actually in there and politicking with real Bloods and Crips. And even in that, he took a picture with some Crips and they called him throwing up the sea. Yep. I'm just saying, so you trying to hit on Mike?
Yeah, I don't know what ugly side he's speaking of. You know
what ugly side?
He's saying, what grown man gonna have kids sleeping in his bed?
Fathers.
Nah, I mean that part right there. I mean,
real talk. No, my kids ain't sleeping with Mike. I love them, but they ain't sleeping with him. But then again, even in that same case you're talking about, he said, "Hey, I gave them my bed. I slept on the floor." You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say it didn't sound like that they slept in his bed.
That goes back to that 60-minute.
Here's a better question: What grown man sends his kids to another grown man's house and leave them there?
One that wants money.
Somebody who wants money.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. It sounds like more like that. Because I mean,
you know what? Hey, we gotta go because Quez gotta get his beauty sleep for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no father. How he ain't no father? He got 3 kids. Here scenario. I got you, scenario. Wait. I got it, everybody. I got it. Mike drop bomb. First, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't care what the outcome was. Pretty Ricky lost last night. B2K all day. So F you. And then on top of that, hey, Drake still ain't dropped a classic album. He dropped 3 albums in one day, and they were still all trash and ash. Ain't nobody really talking about Drake besides females who are white or who are of the non-black hue. We don't care about Drake like that, man. I'm just gonna say it's still Team Kendrick because he still ain't got no 5 Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like from one diss song, and then on top of that, got another 4 or 5 Grammys from an album that he dropped. So yeah, so Drake sucks. Pretty Ricky sucks. Who else you like suck? Everybody suck. You ain't got nothing, scenario. You just a hater. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a hater all your life. You know, quit hating on greatness, man. You're going to be looking like, you a bird beak, staying over here. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't be over here with the bird beaks and snakes and fakes and people and big back, bartenders with big back daughters who eating up all the meat. Matter of fact, you need to start giving them some meat.
Big back ain't never going to die out, bro. That's
I can't.
You
better watch out for scenario battle you.
Oh, you gonna battle me with Drake? He gonna have a reference track. He said 72 #1 hits, Drake, and you still can't tell me a Drake bar.
You know what, scenario? Where's his halftime show, though? Where's his halftime show at, though?
Right.
That boy got 72 #1 hits, and 87 of them was written by somebody else.
Wait till they drop the
Shout out to
halftime
Quentin
show.
Miller.
That part.
Like, wait till they drop the halftime show, bro.
Right.
Hey, man, you need to get off that ooh la la, man, because you on some haterish. You know what I'm saying? MJ the greatest. You know, he want to hit on MJ. He want to hit on Pop. He's the wherever we say. Yeah, yes.
Oh, scenario. Dang.
Oh, you just lost everybody scenario.
You done.
Busted, baby. I can't defend that.
Yeah, man.
I can't defend that.
This dude been busted, baby.
I can't.
You know what? I would like them to.
That's why he didn't show up to the wedding, because he knew there wasn't gonna be no busted baby on the playlist. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what? I want them to put in the second movie, though. I want to say real quick. I want them to put in the second movie. I want them to put in his journey in battle with vitiligo, because that's a huge topic over here in Asia. They whiten a lot, so it's normal for them. So they're like, of course he whitened his skin. My student was talking to me about it, and I would like them, because even in the movie, like, he was a black boy in the beginning, and then I mean, you know, he was still a black man by the end. In the second movie, I want them to put in that his battle with vitiligo, because I think that
they cover some of it. They covered some of it.
They glossed on it, but again, you know,
it wasn't clear.
I shout out to the people who made that movie difficult. The Jordan Chandlers, who, you know, and then the Diana Rosses, where they had to change the trajectory of the movie. You know what I'm saying? To where they had to do something, because again, they had so much money put into it. They had to do reshoots. You know what I mean? So that's the end of the day of it. You know what I mean? But in the second movie, I hope, you know, again, I want the good, the bad, the ugly. I want his love life, because again, you know, from all of what we heard about with him and Lisa Marie, but even before Lisa Marie, there was Stephanie Mills. There were other people, you know, he kept his stuff really on the low, you know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about his love life, how hard it was for him to find love, the battle with vitiligo. I want the cases, how it affected him. We gotta get the good, and then we gotta get the tragedy, because that's essentially what made MJ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I want his full life foretold in these films. Yeah. So I hope it comes out, man.
Yeah. And I love like, I got educated on a movie. I didn't realize how racist MTV was, bro.
Oh, yes. I love that part that they put that in there. I love what
and that is very, very true.
And how he made him like, that's how much power MJ had, his starism, bro. Like,
exactly.
They were able to had an executive threaten to pull every major artist from that.
Every major artist.
Hey man, MJ the greatest. I don't know what scenario talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, he just mad because Pretty Ricky lost.
Because Prince is one of the greatest too. You know
Prince is one of the greatest.
I don't know Prince. That's the problem. I don't know Prince at all. Like, I know what he looks like.
And that's the point. You know Mike.
But that's what I'm saying though. You have to understand, I was 14 when Mike passed away. I had been introduced to him by my parents. I knew what he looked like at the time. But I more so knew what he looked like back in the day, because my parents had the Off the Wall album, and I knew what his
your parents didn't tell you about Prince? You got bad parents. Like, oh my god.
No, hey, real talk. Prince is dope. No. Her parents are dope. Her parents are dope.
Like,
I wanted the rivalry cover too.
MJ was like curriculum.
The Prince MJ rivalry. I wanted that cover too.
I want to know.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, we weren't even.
What'd you say, Quiz?
No, I said I need to know the story about when Prince tried to run him over with that car.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, so what Rob said, we need that rivalry with Prince, and we need that in the next flick. Like Adoration said, we need all the intricate parts, because again, MJ is great, man.
He mentioned something about Prince.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about the ideas, because he really was on there. He's like, hey, I got to write this. I got to go record it now, because God might give Prince the ideas. He was petty like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but Mike was petty, man. How he did Prince when they met with James Brown, it was.
I mean, Mike.
That's why he almost got ran over. But that's a whole different. That's a whole different. If I were Prince, I would probably do the same thing for how Mike did me. You know what I'm saying? But Mike is petty. But you know, shout out to the Jacksons. I met them. I met Jafar years ago, like I said on the show. I'm glad he walked into greatness. He was a good dude when I met him, and he deserves all the flowers that he gets. Great movie. I can't wait for part 2. Biopic is dope. F the Verdict on Netflix. Go out, go support. If it's still in theaters, go see it. IMAX. But yo, this has been real. I'm trying to get off because I know Quez got to go. He's probably gonna scream at me later. You know what I mean? But this is when later. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We just had so much to talk about because we didn't see you live last week. But we will be back next week, man. Just make sure you tune in, like, share, subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. MJ forever. Austin Metcalf and his dad go suck a D, and we on it. We'll see you in next week. Peace.
Peace.